What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the the Sota Pod YouTube channel for yet another watch party. Sorry, I was streaming on my other channel all last weekend and all last night. Last cup of coffee before, I think Hoppy teased, before we might dive into some beers here. But welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on X or Twitter, consider coming over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. Shout out to all our subscribers who've been supporting us all season on YouTube. And shout out to all the new subscribers as well who joined us from the last stream. Guys, tonight is going to be so much fun. Game about to start here. Puck about to drop. Game 1 for the Minnesota Wild and Vegas Golden Knights, and some unfinished business here for the Minnesota Wild. A healthy squad, a fun team when healthy, ladies and gentlemen, and the puck has dropped. Let's go. First period of the playoffs. Get the comments in the live chat. We're totally interactive, guys. And like I said, we'll continue to check in on the poll question throughout this stream. Great to see Jake, the MN Sports fan, Sean Moody, Eric, Hot Takes. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. 19:35 on the clock right now, guys, as the Wild have it in their zone. They're looking to break out. Pass up the right side. Puck trickles into the Vegas zone and already setting the tone early here is the Wild throwing a big hit in the corner. Vegas trying to get it out. Wild do a good job keeping it in the zone, deep in the corner here. Vegas gets it but loses it in a shot from outside the circle by the Wild. Vegas having a tough time getting it outside of their line. They do, but the Wild flick it back in as both teams are going to change. $18:51, and here comes Vegas. Vegas up the left side. Nice defense by the Wild, breaking stuff up. $18:41, looking to set up a tip up front, but a good save by Gustafsson. And the bus really needs to deliver here in this playoffs. He's had a tremendous season. Went 31-19-6, 2.5 goals against average. Don't forget to like the stream. Yes, thank you so much, the Wild Spartan. Yeah, Tim, I can't show anything on YouTube, man. This is YouTube. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy, Tim. Just commentary, reaction, and just hanging out with you guys, chatting away. 18:37 and a face-off won by Vegas. Wild breaking things up, and they get it outside the zone, battling for it at center. Oh, another hit by the Wild as they break up the puck and sending it around the net. Faber with it. Faber takes a hit. And I mean, the physicality is only going to rise, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes in. Pass up the middle. Good checking by Vegas. They break things up. More bodies colliding, and Vegas has it up the right side. Up into the Wild zone. Shot. That's going to go right side. Battling for it on the wall. Puck behind the net now. And Zeev Buium gets it up the ice. Losing it at center. Zeev didn't lose it, but first shift. Taking the ice here for the Wild. Coming off a great NCAA sophomore season. Oh, and another hit by the Wild. Damn. At the blue line there. Vegas going to settle down a little bit and allow Wild to make a breakout. And here comes Zeev making his pass up the right side as he skates back to the bench. Zeev for shift. All I wanted to see. Hey, look comfortable. Look comfortable. Now I'm excited to see it, obviously, like him throughout next season. And another save by Gustafsson, 17-18 on the clock. And they're just showing some of his highlights here from college. Keep the comments coming, guys. Like I said, vote in the poll question as well. We'll update the poll question, obviously, as the stream goes on, as it's kind of only relevant right now. 17-18 behind's already giving the young man a little bit of rope here. All right, 17-12, battling for it at center. Falling down at the blue line, but Vegas comes in offside. We're going to have another face-off this time at center, right in front of the benches. How's everybody's weekend, by the way? I know, typical, Minnesota, right? Minnesota sports. Game starting at 9 p.m. and then 10 on Tuesday. But hey, it's okay. It's okay. We're in the playoffs. Coming back to Minnesota later next week. And the X is going to be absolutely buzzing for these games. Vegas, baby. Yo, what's up, Robert? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. 16:55. And that's going to be icing. So a few whistles here, back to back to back. What are your guys' predictions for the series? Predictions for the game? And of course, chime in on the poll question. If you're watching on Facebook or X/Twitter, come over to YouTube so you can at least chime in on the poll question. Top line looks good. Yeah, so far so good. So far so good. 16:48. The right side. Wild send it in. Haven't set anything up yet, but they still have the puck. Blue line shot. That trickles through. Wraparound attempt. Doesn't make it, but Wild still have the puck. Pass back to the blue line. Shot in the slot. Poking away at it, and we're going to have a save. And Vegas makes the save there. We're going to have a face-off in the Golden Knight zone. I think the Knights at -1.5 at +120. Yo, DCP Music. What's going on, man? Good luck tonight. Yo, how about that first game for your team as well? I know you guys didn't get it done, but had a good performance, and it was an exciting one. It was an exciting one. Yo, shout out to DCP Music. Good to see you again, brother. All right, face-off to the right of Hill, and Vegas wins the face-off. Vegas loses it at center. Puck batted away, and the Wild regain possession. Wild with it would speed up center. They got some bodies. Backhand pass broken up by Vegas, and here come the Golden Knights. Go Wild, go. Yo, what's up? Cottaging with Christian. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Let's go. Let's go. And we got a face-off. Or sorry, we have a whistle. Face-off, I believe, going to come into the Wild zone. 16:07, and not really any flow to this game thus far. A lot of whistles. Good physicality, though, I will say. Both teams finishing their checks. Wild kind of got that going, and I imagine have more hits so far. Let's see here. I think it says. Oh, actually, yeah. Well, okay, 4-3. 4-3. Vegas, blue line, pass center, throwing the puck on net, but the Wild doing a good job just outside of the crease, not letting anything through. Boldy sending it in. Wild tried to send it around the net again, but nobody there, and Vegas gets it out to center. Bouillon with another shift there, trying to hit his man up the left side, but that's broken up, and Vegas has it. Vegas with the backhand shot, not even a pass there, and a save by Gustafson. Wild retrieve it, and Wild coming up the left side. Zeev Bouillon entering the zone, sending it deep into the zone as Wild tries to keep the puck here. Knights have the best home record. And Wild have it back in their zone. Rossi up the left side. Thanks, man. Yeah, I wasn't too terribly surprised the Jets beat the Blues in game 1, but we still have more games to go. We will see what happens tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun series. That set the tone. These ain't the same Jets team as before either, so it'll be tough. But I'm very happy the Blues made it to the playoffs this year. What a run. And hey, the last time they went on a crazy run, they won it. Although they ain't bumping the Gloria this time. Did you go to the Frozen Four or any of the festivities in St. Louis, DCP? I'm just assuming you're from the area. And Zeev Bouillon with a couple shifts already and looking pretty comfortable here. Face off at center. They cover the spread at home better than anyone. 14:57. Face off won by the Wild. They dump it in. Oh, and a giveaway there by Vegas. Wild couldn't capitalize on it. And puck going to trickle all the way back down to the Wild zone. Send it up center. Battling for it at center. Here comes the Wild. Right side, toe drag, shot, rebound, couldn't get it on net. But a great opportunity there by Minnesota. But here comes Vegas at the right side, trying to weave, but I'm unable to get past the Wild defense. And a huge hit by Vegas, who just got laid the fuck out. One of the Wild players just got laid the fuck out, ladies and gentlemen. He's back up on his feet at the bench. Sheesh. Oh, damn, you live in El Paso, but my dad is from St. Louis. I actually saw Game 6 the year the Blues won the Cup in 2019. I'd love to go to a Blues game one year. That's cool, man. They do have one of the best jerseys in the league. Nice shot by Minnesota. They still have it. I'm a music guy myself, like you, so I love the blue note. Did you see the Leafs game? 6-2 Leafs. Good game for them, man. Fuck the Leafs, but yes. I hate the Leafs more than I love my mother. Sorry, Mom. 13:44. Wild have it back in their zone. Wild, very composed. Like, Vegas are getting chances to enter the zone. Like, both of these teams are making it very hard for each other to get any chances, which would be interesting because they haven't really warmed up into this game yet. I mean, Gustafsson did make a couple good saves on Vegas' few shots, and Vegas looking to get another backhand there, but unable to get that on net. And here comes Minnesota. Center. 1-on-3, but some moves here. Minnesota shot. Oh my God. Beautiful opportunity there. What a shift. Able to keep this puck at center. Hell yeah, hell yeah. No, and I don't even hate like the players on Toronto. I just can't stand Toronto. 12:56. Minnesota slowing things down. They like half completed their change, entered the zone, and a shot. And Aiden Hill is going to make the save. I think we're going to go TV timeout right now. Woo. Yeah, we're going to TV timeout right now. Totally not biased, but yes, I love the Blues jerseys. What's your predictions for tonight's score? Originally, I thought Vegas, well, going into this game, I thought Vegas would probably take game one, probably by 1. But honestly, the team is dead even right now, so I'll be home team bias here as I'm wearing the Wild jersey, repping the Waggle Golf, and I'll say 4-3 Minnesota, 3-2 Wild in OT. How the fuck wasn't that interference? What's up, Cole? Some huge hits, yeah. By both these guys, but the Wild have definitely set the tone early, throwing the first few big ones. Thank you, by the way. Shout out to Cole for being a member of the channel. And thanks to everyone who's given us some feedback on some of the membership stuff that you want us to do. Hoppy and I are going to meet soon. We're in like playoff mode right now and get some stuff ready for you guys, especially in the off season. So excited for that, and just thank you guys for going above and beyond supporting the channel, and everybody's helped this channel grow this season. We're going to continue to stream playoff games, Wild games, and just some other games down the stretch of the Stanley Cup playoffs as well. Hey, you're the man, dude. Appreciate you. And then obviously we have our big draft show, which we haven't even thought about planning that yet, but I guess early plans are in the works. Might have to be a little bit more virtual than last time, but anyways, that's always a fun time. So, and then free agency. Hey, what's up, Matthew? Yes, positivity prevailed with 20 seconds last time. Eriksson Ekman. That was crazy. What a moment to be live for and hanging out with you guys during, right? And then Marc-Andre Fleury coming out and just putting on a textbook flair performance. Oh, there's Yves Boone's brother in the audience as well. He had his first pro season. All right, we're back at it. 12:45 in the Vegas zone. Wild trying to keep it in the zone. Yeah, Shai Buium. Okay, yeah, 67 games for the Grand Rapid Griffins. He's a second round pick to the Detroit Red Wings. 25 points. A lot bigger than Z, and obviously just not the same type of player, but solid nonetheless. 12:21. Vegas with it. Center, Eichel, nice pass up the right side. Good defense by the Wild, and here they come. A pass. Not clean to Kaprizov. He loses it. He's really got suspended to be at his debut. Oh, no. Are you serious? In his NHL or his pro debut? He plays a much bigger game. He's a big boy. More of a defensive guy with a little bit of an offensive flair for sure. But he was on that Denver team that won last year. 11:43. Again, great job by the Wild for breaking up every play so far by Vegas. Oh, a couple days ago. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like his debut, but I closed Hockey DB, so I didn't see if he like played any playoff games or any down the stretch. Zeev had another shift there. Pretty good. I mean, they're giving him time, man. They're throwing him right in it. 11:34. Almost halfway through this first period. Still no score. Shots essentially even. Wild lead by 1, but both these teams just doing very good job defensively, and the goalies aren't being tested at all here early. Vegas wins the faceoff. Vegas has been doing good in the faceoffs. Surprise. The Wild unable to make a clean breakout, but they get over the center line and just whip this puck in. A little dump, a little chase, and a good forecheck, but they lose it there. Oh, and a little collision as the Wild are really fighting for possession. Big hit by Minnesota, but unable to take his man down, but they separate the man for the puck, and the Wild are going to regain possession. Man, both teams playing very disciplined, like hard hitting, but discipline. Really not giving anybody any space to work. Gloria. That shit was crazy, man. That just whole season in general. And again, Wild tried to bring the puck on net. Vegas gets it back, and they send this puck down into the zone. And it looked like Foligno, in a little bit of discomfort, got tangled up down low. He's going to go to the bench. Oh, he got tangled up and maybe collided into one of the posts. We can't lose Foligno here early. He's not going down the tunnel, just sitting on the bench. Right, we're looking at the replay here. So it looks like Foligno got tangled up. It looks like, I hope it wasn't his knee. Oh, dude, the post just hit him in the balls. He literally skated balls first. Well, he got pushed balls first into the post. So, yeah, he just needed to skate it off. He just got hit in the family jewels. That's all. 10 minutes and 32 seconds. Wild come away with it after that faceoff at center, but pressured by the Vegas Golden Knights, and they're going to have to skate back. Good forecheck by Vegas. Again, no room to work here for either of these teams. Vegas gets the puck back. Vegas, a nice backhand pass up front. And a great save by Gustafsson. That's a scary play. We're going to have a face off to the right of Philip Gustafsson. Yo, what's up, Jen? Sup, it's Jen. Great to see you. Fun start to the playoffs through the last few days, eh? And this game, too. I know it's scoreless, but both teams playing very good hockey. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to vote in the poll question as well. Next TV timeout, we'll take a look at the poll question. We got all the homies and homettes in the live chat here. Wild win the faceoff, but don't have possession yet. They have it in the corner, but being pressured. Minnesota send it back around the net. Again, pressuring is Vegas. A big hit by Vegas. Puck's going to trickle all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing. Fourth line buzzing so far. Hell yeah. Sorry, but let's go Vegas. It's all good. It's all good. You know who we're rooting for. You know who we're rooting for. Vegas already got a cup. They don't need another one. All right. Face off to the left of Gustafsson. Vegas winning the faceoff. Surprise, surprise. Shot and another save by Gustafsson. Hits 10-6 for Minnesota right now, but faceoff wins only 7-5. It seems like more, though. Maybe some of these stats here live are a little delayed. Sorry if I'm trading. Not a trader at all. You guys can root for whoever you want to root for. I'm just glad we have a bunch of hockey fans in the chat. I'm from British Columbia, Canada originally, right? So like at my core, I'm a Canucks fan, but I've been covering the Wild for like 5 years now. So on this channel tonight, since the Canucks aren't in this, we ain't rooting for Vegas here. We're rooting for we're a little Wild biased. But having said that, hey, we want everybody in the live chat here. Gun toting granny, let's go. It doesn't matter because Vegas isn't getting past Colorado. They are. What's up, Gun Tone Granny? Great to see you. How are you doing? They made the playoffs. And Zeeves had some good shifts. All right, still in TV timeout here. Oh, yeah, I said I'd check on the poll question when we got to TV timeout. Yo, what's up, Tristan? Good to see you. Yo, Tristan, come over to YouTube if you don't mind. Link is commented on this video so you can vote in our poll question. I'm about to read it out right now. And you can join our bigger live chat here on YouTube. We're going to be covering more games, not just Wild games, but other games this playoffs as well. So join our chat here. Who scores first with Minnesota Wild? Comment if not listed. Boldy, Kaprizov, Ziva, Rossi. 39% of you say Kaprizov. 36% of you say Boldy. 18% of you say Zeev. And only 7% of you say Marco Rossi. Still time to get it in. Yes, happy Easter, everybody. Happy Easter. So you're saying if the Wild goes up again, Vancouver in the playoffs? Oh, yeah, of course. At the end, I'll be pumped that the Wild win the Stanley Cup because it extends time. I can continue to have relevant stuff to talk about on the podcast. It keeps the city buzzing. But and I don't even care if any other Canadian teams do. All I would really care for at the end of the day is if the Canucks win. But obviously, I have a rooting in. I say this. I'm not a fan of the Wild, but I have a rooting interest in the Wild, right? Same with Washington. Now, I don't know if I'll cheer for Washington as much when Ovi inevitably retires, but I've always had a little love for Washington as well. Yo, what's up, Soto? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, back from TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. And again, not a lot of flow to this game at all. A lot of face-offs, just a lot of broken plays. Very choppy game. Very choppy game. Hate to break it to Vancouver, not seeing playoffs in the 60s. Oh, yeah, they're fucked, dude. They're fucked. I honestly, I think I'm going to die before the Vancouver Canucks ever make the playoffs again. So, but I've accepted that. It is what it is. As long as the Leafs never even get close to Stanley Cup playoffs, I will be somewhat satisfied as a hockey fan. But yeah, 2011 was it, man. And now they're never even going to sniff the playoffs again. Never, not in my lifetime, anyways. Nice job by the Wild, holding that puck in the Vegas zone. Bring Besser home. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. You think the Wild can pay him enough? He's going to ask the sun, moon, and the stars. All right, yet another face-off, but a good chance by the Wild. There, we're going to have another face-off in the Vegas zone as both these teams make a change. Again, big shout out to everybody joining us on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. We're going to be streaming all playoffs, covering all Wild games, and of course, other big games down the stretch as well. Face off to the right of Hill, and the Wild win it. Brock Faber up the right side. Shot on net by Boldy. That trickles to the left, and Wild lose it. Vegas sends this all the way down the ice, and we're going to have icing. Oh, dude, 100%. I cannot stand. There's only a few things in this world that I absolutely hate. Hate to down to the core of the meaning of the word, right? No bullshit, just pure hate, and the Maple Leafs is one of them. Vancouver needs more depth in forward. The defense is good. They had more depth in forward. They traded freaking 100-point player, but anyways. Because of drama in the locker room. God damn it, man. They should have called Don Cherry in to give the boys a pep talk. He would have solved the Pettersson and JT Miller issue. They had a window and they blew it. Anyways. Another poor Quinn Hughes. Greatest defenseman in the NHL right now. But anyways, this is a Wild in Vegas stream. You guys have steered me into the Vancouver lane. 8:49 on the clock. Vegas has it in the Wild zone on the right side, digging for it. Knights money line. What's up, Grindhard? If he wants 8, no, he can go to Columbus or Calgary. 8:34. Yes, I have. It was a good one. I hate watch all that stuff. 8:25. What's up, Hockey from Home? Most people in Canada, not a Toronto fan, hate Toronto, just not as much as me. Wild get it back in their zone. Again, they haven't allowed Vegas to get any like prime opportunities. Two really good ones early, like within the first 10 minutes of the period, but Wild doing great job breaking up their plays here. But just when I say that, a nice draw pass by Vegas. Vegas top of the circle. Vegas, nice D shot. I don't even think that went through. Was that a save? If it was, shout out to Gustafson. I did Hockey from Home. I hate the Leafs so much. 7:47. Wild. Lose it. Slap shot right from the center lane. And that must have hit a stick or something because that went wide. 7:35 in the Wild clear it, but that's going to be icing. And we have some tired bodies, some tired legs on the ice here for Minnesota. Oh, that was a beautiful save by Gustafson. As many as I can, Hockey from Home, as many as I can. Again, shout out to everybody joining us here. Appreciate you guys. Whew, what a shot. Peace, I'm out. I might start streaming Tuesday. Hell yeah. What game is Hockey from Home? 7:24 on the clock, by the way, and the Wild have a right side shot. Nice save by Hill. Wild, get it back. Nice picking in the pocket. Wild, short passing plays. Trying to tip it forward. And that goes wide, but they still have it on the right side. Send it in deep. Trying to fight for it in the corner. Wild can't get it. And here comes the Golden Knights. Left side. Good check. Riley Smith loses it. All of them. Nice Hockey from Home. 6:53. Go Senators, though, at the end of the day, right? Like, screw Toronto. Nobody wants Toronto to win. 6:44. Wild. They poke it back up center. Having to skate forward again is Vegas. Not going to be icing, though, this time. 6:30. Wild have it. They're going to dump it in, and they're going to complete their change. Two men. All right, Wild. The whole line's in the offensive zone now. Vegas. Oh, big hit by the Wild. They send it to center. Pass in deep. Faber. Nice hit. Dangerous pass by Faber, though, right in front of the net. Vegas retrieves it. Vegas shot. Trying to bat it in up front. Wild. Going to have to get it out of that center lane. They do, but Vegas still has it in the zone. Oh, trying to block that lane with Minnesota Wild. Good shot by Vegas. Set up by a beautiful pass on that left side of the circle. Speaking of, they have it there. Top of the circle. Eichel. Back to the blue line. Nice job by the Wild. Poke check, and they get it to center. Great job by Minnesota. And they're going to get their change. The most overrated teams, in my opinion, Leafs. No, Oilers are definitely overrated. I don't even think the Oilers get out of the first round. And Devils. I don't think Devils are overrated. I think everyone forgot they made the playoffs. I think Devils are rated exactly where they are. I think Devils are honestly the only team that are like a tier under every other team in the playoffs. Or a tier or two, I should say. I don't think Edmonton is that great. Like their defense and goaltending is not that great. And yeah, I don't think their offense is going to carry them all the way to a cup final again. But yeah, so I'll agree on the Leafs and Oilers. Devils, I think they're rated exactly how everyone thinks, you know. Again, shout out to the crowd we got here on YouTube. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you all. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to vote in the poll question. Still a scoreless game. Scoreless game here. 7 shots apiece for both of these teams as we near the end of the first period. Again, don't forget to vote in the poll question. Comment if not listed. McDavid. Well, I mean, Draisaitl too. We cannot forget about Draisaitl, and you know there are some good players on the team who like Nugent Hopkins is a great third/second liner as well. But as far as like the offense goes, yeah, it's like led by McDavid and Draisaitl. But like I feel like Draisaitl gets overshadowed way too much. Like he's as good. Obviously, everyone would rate McDavid higher, but like he's right there, right? They were great, but that was a long time ago. A time for McDavid to play for his hometown team. Dude, I swear, if he goes to Toronto, he's going to be further from a cup than he ever was with Edmonton. He shout out to you, man. Appreciate the play-by-play for those who aren't able to watch the game. Hey, appreciate it, man. Shout out to DCP Music. We'll be here all playoffs. I was going to say all night, but no, all playoffs. All right, back from the TV timeout. The better players, Leafs get the worst they get. It's kind of true, man. It's kind of true. This is like Shanaplan 3.0, and it's still not working. Hey, 420 viewers. Shout out to 420. Smoke him if you got him. And overall on all platforms, appreciate you guys. We got like over 30 on YouTube. If you guys are watching on Facebook, X/Twitter, come over to YouTube, join our community here, subscribe. We'll be streaming all throughout the playoffs. And there's still time to chime in on this first poll question here, guys. Who scores the first goal for the Minnesota Wild in this scoreless first period? Or maybe we don't see their first goal until the second period, but regardless, I provided some options. We just hit 20 likes. Let's try to get to 40. There's 40 of you watching. If all of you smash that like button, we should hit our goal. Who scores first for the Minnesota Wild? And again, comment if not listed. Boldy, 34%. Kaprizov leading at 40%. Zeev Buyum at a respectable 17%. And Rossi at a lowly 9%. Let me know. Gus scores the first one. How crazy would that be? Now, that is a hot take. Hot takes. Not good. Oh, wait, I must be... Sorry, I have to refresh my shit. I must have like buffered and a little behind because I just saw that. My apologies, guys. My stream was just buffering because I'm still in friggin' commercial right now. Give me 1 sec. Let me refresh this here. Just when I was being praised for the play-by-play and didn't notice that this commercial freaking was repeating a couple times, and there I see it now. Oh my goodness. And it was Hurdle as well. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock right after that commercial break as well. And Vegas is on the board. Emotional damage. God damn. That's okay, ladies and gentlemen. That's okay. There's still a lot of hockey left to be played. Hurdle, man. And he found some space. Beautiful play, found some space, left side, and what a beautiful shot. I know Hoppy and the boys were talking about Hurdle's play this season and how he was a player when he was pretty much announcing that he wanted to leave the Sharks. So, they were kind of announcing they were going to be parting ways after his first half of his career there. I mean, everybody wanted Hurdle on the team. Hurdle roofed one from a low angle, had a tiny spot to hit. Got you. Not good. As the Joker would say, and here we go. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. As puck is sent back into the Vegas zone. And we're going to get a face-off here. Again, choppy first period, ladies and gentlemen. Choppy first period. Less than 5 minutes left. 6 shots on net for the Minnesota Wild. 9 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Hell of a play, man. Just found whatever inch of ice he could, Urban, because both these teams are making it insanely difficult to find any room to work. Vegas, they send it up but lose it. And the Wild, they just send it up center again, and we're going to have another icing. That's a few for the Wild here. Haven't been able to find their groove to be able to skate this up through center. Still time to vote in the poll question. I know Vegas scored first. They opened it up. Hurdle scoring the first one. Tomas Hurdle scoring the first one for them. But who scores first for the Wild? Swerve is going to come in and be like, nobody. Face off to the right of Gustafsson. Yeah, Hurdle, 61 points this year, 32 goals, scoring his first goal and first point of the playoffs. 3:45, Vegas with it. They send up the right side, crossing the Wild blue line. Sending it around the boards. Vegas retrieves it, sends it to the blue line. No, Wild get it back, pass up through center. A bump in the bodies here. Puck in Vegas zone, but Wild are going to skate off for a change. Your Easter was good. I'm glad to hear it, Andrew. Guess who's back? 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Shot by Vegas. Puck deflected high and out of play. You know why the Leafs are frauds? They lost the Sharks 2 times this season. I can roast them all day. I mean, Wild almost lost to the Sharks this season, but hope we can keep it close and not get blown out every game. Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, if they keep playing a similar brand to what we've seen in this first period, now I know things can change and it's just 1 period out of 3. I'm confident. Like, they're playing pretty good despite giving up that first one, but you can't blame Gus for that or the team. I mean, that was just Tomas Hurtel being a freak, a sick freak. Glad to hear that, Andrew. Good, you guys had a good Easter. As a Blues fan playing the Jets, same dude. Yep. See you later, Hockey from Home. See you later. Actually, Hockey from Home will probably be back like 3 or 4 times tonight, I imagine. .307 face-off, won by Vegas as they hold this in the Wild zone. Puck loose, neutral zone. Vegas gets it back with speed up the left side. Checked on the wall. Puck loose on the boards, coming up the right side. Oh, big hit by the Wild. Faber. Getting it back here, and everyone's changing. Here comes Rossi across. Up the ice. Hartman, offensive zone. Kaprizov. Pass. Shot, follow-up, score! And Boldy gets it done. Let's go! Boldy gets it done. Let's go. What an effort, too. Just about overskate that. Just about overskated that. Let's go. That's what we want to see, baby. That's what we want to see. Let's go. Boldy opens it up. Oh, he finds him there. What a pass. What a pass. I thought he was just about to overskate it too. His legs weren't as wide. I thought he was like a little bit more wider on his stride there than he was, but beautiful stuff and great way to find that right under the arm as well. Great stuff for Minnesota here. Tying it up. We got 2 minutes and 11 seconds left as we're tied. It's back to square one, ladies and gentlemen. Back to square one. Again, in this very choppy first period. Almost scored. Knew Boldy was going to get the first one. He's got to go full power forward mode to win this series. And he's had a tremendous season. Even when he went on his little bit of a dry spell there, he's still doing a lot of the other things right and getting some assists. Tied game. Now we got more of a game. L on the poll, but heck yeah, boys. Yes, I will reset the poll question here in a moment, guys. Love it. Let's go. Love the comments, guys. If Leafs win this year, I'm willing to sell my left kidney and liver to let it go. Oh, I will cut off an arm and leg on stream. That's the fucking Boldy I want, damn it. New Boldy was going to get the first one. He's got to... Oh, yeah, I read that already. Let's go. 1 minute, 39 seconds. Wild. In the corner. Up the left wall. And they pick the pocket of Vegas again. Pass wasn't completed. Boldy Still fighting for it after taking a hit. Didn't get knocked down to the ground, but Vegas sends that up, and it's a bouncer, and Gustafson's going to have to cover it up. We have another whistle here. Shots 11-7. I think definitely is a little too bold given how close it's been thus far. Andrew's chilled to taxes today and do whatever then. Went out for an early dinner and a prime rib. I love prime rib, Andrew. Just they're too good. See, I don't think they're too good. I don't even think they're one of the best teams in the NHL this year. I mean, they're. I don't think they're in that like the top tier. They're in that like mid tier, and then like out of the tiers of teams that made the playoffs. Are they the favorites to win this series? And will they probably win the series? Like, yeah, but like I'm not like the only series I think is going to be like a wash is the New Jersey Devils. Like they might not even win one game. $103, Knights in 5. See, I see 6 at minimum. Final minute, Vegas with a shot covered by Gustafson again. We're going to have another face-off, ladies and gentlemen. Defense is so rude and not a fan of Vegas. What's up, Lola? I had ribs for lunch. We had different meals. Big oops right there. Woof. Yeah, couldn't glove that up, but there's our Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau, there to have some backup. 54 seconds. Jen's a fan of like 5 teams, to be fair, though. Face off. Battling for it. Vegas gets it back. Are they going to have the final shot of the period at the blue line? 41 seconds. You told me last week you were. You can't change your fandom on a week. $30 seconds. Puck gonna go down the length of the ice and another whistle. But anyways, this one's pretty much gonna wrap it up. Under 27 seconds to go in the period, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts here. Little bit, I don't even want to call it a scare, but I mean the Wild giving up the first goal there, but overall looked really good throughout this first period. Finally have that face-off. I mean, hopefully not a groin injury, but he went balls first into the post and a little labored getting back to the bench. Wild with a shot there, but the pass at center didn't get through in Vegas. Rushing. Can they get through? Can they split the defense? Nope. 3-2-1, and that is it for the first period. Any score predictions? I said 4-3 Minnesota this one, I think. The Wild sign Marner in the offseason. I swear the curse will come to us. God, I hope no. God, I hope not. Anyways, guys, we're going to take a quick break. And then for some intermission talk here, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Spoke Z from the Judd's Buds podcast. He's going to join us for some talk here, intermission. So get your questions in for him. Get your thoughts on this period in the live chat here. And if you guys want to talk about any of the other series going on as well, get those in the live chat. So quick break. On the other side, we'll bring in Spoke Z to talk about this fun first period so far, as both these teams were able to score. Wild getting a late one so our live chat could breathe a little bit, so everyone could breathe. All right, back on the other side. Don't go anywhere. More Wild talk, more action here on the SotaPod YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook and X/Twitter, what are you doing with your life? Come over to YouTube and join our chat here. And Z can help us get a new poll question up. There we go. Back on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Nice!
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back with Spoke Z here in the first intermission of this first game of the Wild and Vegas series. How's it going, man?
It's going. It's going. I don't know what ESPN's doing. ESPN's out of control. Just changing broadcast. I mean,
I'm watching the French broadcast from Sportsnet right now.
Yeah. I had to find a Sportsnet link at one point. It wasn't on ESPN. Then it was like ESPN2. But the first link I had before it was on the ESPN Plus, it was just baseball. So
I know I saw that too. That's why I panicked and I was like, well, I'm just gonna watch the French feed anyways, because I will say this. I speak French, and even though it's a little tough to understand some of these Quebec guys calling it, like they're just so passionate about their calls. It's like it's like when Brazilians call soccer. It's like you don't even need to know what they're saying. It's just like they're just so passionate speaking Portuguese. So it's been a blast, actually. It's been a blast. C'est la bulle is just so much more pumping than goal. But anyways, thoughts on the first period. Let's go. And Hoppy's here as well, so we'll bring him in the mix.
I mean, to be honest, game one on the road in Vegas, that's probably about as good a period as you could probably ask for. I mean, like, scoring chances are dead even. Just pulled up natural stat trick. Expected goals about even. They're actually right on the money. Anytime you can go into Vegas game one and survive the first 5 minutes is always good. But I mean, we saw some decent chances. Johansson came close. That net drive from Hartman was real nice. I mean, it's been a pretty even game, but I mean, as far as the first period, game one in the playoffs in Vegas, that's about as good as you probably could ask for.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I thought both teams were doing a good job of like just giving each other no room to work, and Hertl finds an inch and is able to make the most of it. What a beautiful, beautiful goal. Hoppy, your thoughts?
You just hit my main thought, being I wish Tomas Hertl was with the Wild. I always wanted it. That was a beautiful goal. Nothing you can do on that. And I don't know, dude. How good was Peyton Manning when he played for Tennessee?
You're asking the wrong guy.
That's a joke, because they switched the stream from ESPN2 to ESPN, like just randomly during a commercial. And like, I watched a good like 10 minutes of 30 for 30 Heisman shit. And then finally I'm like, yo, Z, this has been like weirdly long for a 30 for 30 commercial. And then I like look and I like just pull up the TV guide. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was so confused. Oh, shit,
we only missed like 8 minutes of gameplay. God damn it.
You're like, this feels like a pretty long 30 for 30 like hype up, dude. I was like, what? I don't even know. I didn't even say anything. I didn't even know what he was talking about.
Yeah, like I said, I panicked. I was like, hey, we're still watching baseball. I found a Sportsnet feed in French, and I was like, this will do. And I just
the thing, though, you were on the feed that it was supposed to be on, that it eventually ended up on. I went to the one that it started on, and then just had no idea they switched it.
Boldy scored the first goal, Joshua. And Cottaging with Christian asks, do you think Fleury will start one game? I guess the answer is we hope not, because that probably means the Wild are losing.
Again, this is what we talked about the pregame thing. If that happens, then I'm going to be like searching how I missed the Wild rehiring Dean Evison. Like, there's no way, like, to learn that lesson the first time. I think if he starts a game, they're probably in trouble. I mean, things aren't going well, but Gus made one huge save on Shea Theodore before Hurdle scored. That was a real nice. I mean, he danced on Zuccarello and then had a slot chance. But yeah, ideally no, because that means things are not going well.
How about the physicality? These guys just throwing hits left, right, and center. Like it's like this. The switch has been turned. Like this is playoff hockey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, thank God keeping the whistles in the pockets so far. No penalties. Knock on wood. But yeah, no, it's always again, like they're also healthy for the first time, so it's just like it's weird seeing like a full lineup of everyone fully healthy and like finishing every hit. So playoff hockey's back, baby.
NBA is a joke. Memphis is down by 60. Jeez.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious. Anyone else? Trisha, what's up, Trisha? Anyone else noticing some odd passes from Kaprizov? Very unlike him, so just hoping it's just rust. Maybe a little rust, and also
Boldy looked okay.
Yeah, maybe a little bit rust, but also just like no one has had any like room to do much, especially like Vegas and Minnesota have been able to like get in the zone, but like just outside the circle, both teams have like broken up play and then it's like reset again, especially in like the first half of the period where it's like, I was like, man, both goalies like a little cold here. Like they've each made like one good save each, but other than that, they haven't been tested. So,
well, we didn't really mention this pregame, but I don't know about you guys. Like my indication coming in was that the first period was very much going to be like a feeling it out kind of vibe, like maybe even as much as the whole first game, but for sure the first period. And I mean, proof's in the pudding. Like very end of the period, they finally get on the board, but it wasn't even from like incredible chances. It was just making the most of what they had. I don't know. That it's going to be interesting to see the first like 5-ish minutes of the second period to see if they're on the same trajectory as they were in the first, but it could be not a snoozer because it's like a good back and forth game, but like it could be more of a chess match versus let's just fucking go balls to the walls.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, especially in the first 2 games, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think the first 5 minutes of the second period is going to be very, very interesting to watch. Like one thing that Bruce Cassidy has been very good at in Vegas, and it used to drive him nuts in Boston, is like the starts of the second period. Like, especially in games where like that first period is a bit of like a filling out process and kind of just like a chess match going back and forth. He's very good in the intermission, delivering the message, whatever changes they need to make, whatever they want to try to exploit. He's always been, since getting to Vegas, I mean, year 1, he won the cup doing it. Like those first 5 minutes of this period are going to be interesting to see what adjustments they make, you know, if they kind of like change around their matchups. So we'll see. But that's, again, survive the first 5 minutes of the second period and see if you can poach a couple chances.
How many people do you think right now are panicking, trying to like justify, be like, well, here's actually why Vegas completely dominated that first period because I said they were for sure going to sweep.
I know I feel like it's either the general public, like not even Vegas fans, are thinking like are talking like Vegas fans in the sense that they think it's going to be a one-sided series. Like I don't think anyone's given the Wild a chance even to like make this six or 7 games.
I have heard a couple people who said like, kind of like I've said for other series too, like my series duration isn't strictly saying like, oh, I think this team's going to mob the other team. It's more like, what's it take for this scenario to play out? Like it could be very close games, but you're still on the wrong side of them. Like there were a couple that said it's going to be in 5. I don't think it's a blowout necessarily. It's just Vegas comes out on the right side. But most of them said what you're saying.
Yeah. Can we say thank you for Vegas for allowing Eichel the neck surgery to be a star again?
Yes, just because it's worth it to watch him do what he's doing. Just not fun for the next, hopefully, 7 games.
And again, we got that clip, that first game back in Buffalo at the end of the game. Eichel versus Cody Eakin face off, and Cody Eakin just starts stretching his neck. It's so funny. They scored like an empty net. It was very funny.
Your shout to Sasquatch NHL, by the way, friend of the channel. He has an awesome YouTube channel as well. Does a bunch of streams, not only in season covering his Seattle team, but the Seattle Kraken, but also does just general hockey streams as well. So go check him out. Some hockey history and gaming stuff. So, Can my Knights stay on the ice and score more goals?
No. No, thank you for asking, though.
Did you guys do a playoff like bracket prediction? Or did you guys just go through your predictions on your show? Did you like set a?
I think we just
bracket?
did the bracket, the predictions for the first round.
Yeah.
And did we say our Stanley Cup picks or no?
I don't think so. We did the predictions for the first round, and then like yesterday, I did before the first game. I just did like a quick bracket.
I did a bracket. We just never like talked about it, and I didn't publish it. But my Stanley Cup pick is Rantanen Bowl, Carolina over Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Colorado dude, they're so good.
Urban, I have Vegas versus Florida. Vegas winning the whole thing. I'd rather Vegas come out of the West than Edmonton.
I have
Who's your cup pick, Z?
Tampa
Over
Colorado.
Nice. See, I like what it comes down to. I can't even remember where all I've said this, but my stance is I think Tampa is like the best team right now.
Yeah, it's the path.
Their path is fucking brutal, and I just don't trust them getting through it. Whereas Carolina has hands down the easiest path to the Stanley Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
So they're my safe pick, but I also just think they're like such a reliable, balanced team. It's a Rod Brindamore coach team. I don't care how things rolled out with the Rantanen trade. Guess what? Our boy Stankoven, 2 goals, not a big deal.
He's so good.
Change.
He's so good.
He's so fun. I'm happy for them that they picked up a kid like that, and hopefully he like gets on board and wants to stay. Dude, him and Jarvis together long term could be real fun.
Yeah. Andrew saying Leafs to the cup. I know Isha hates this comment, but I'll stand on it. Yeah, fuck the Leafs, Andrew.
Yeah, what'd you think of us having Zach Phillips on? Did that just like give you all the cringe?
Oh yeah, I mean, I respect the passion. I literally thought he was like that. He was the hockey player.
Dude, no, the first time that I saw him on with Jeff Merrick and it was Zach Phillips, I had to like
I looked it up,
the digging and be like, wait, is this the guy that we drafted because he's buddies with Charlie Coyle? Because if so, we have to have him on just to talk about that. Turns out,
oh shit, he's ripping it up in Europe right now.
But he did play with Robert Thomas growing up, so that's kind of
cool.
cool.
Really? That's cool. Tampa versus Avs. Avs win. Florida versus Tampa was the hardest pick for me to make. This is the Leafs year.
Well,
they've been saying that for a decade now, Andrew.
My take was if you're going to have like these brackets, can I have the option to just take no one in Edmonton, LA? Like just have no one advance in that bracket, but then get whoever advances between Florida and Tampa. I would take that trade. How did it land? I don't know if you guys talked about it yet. Did Zeev touch the puck on that, or did he just get the plus?
It's got a +1.
I'll take it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, he was out there early. Like he took 2 early shifts, and I mean, Hines just threw him right in the fire.
We need Mateo right now.
We
need him to do an unhinged post about how Zeev Buium's +1 and Brock Faber's -1, and just get people losing their minds.
Mateo hasn't already made a post about that. I feel like that's something he would like notice and be on right away.
Yeah, no, with Buium though, yeah, I think they rolled their 3 pairs for the first like 2 shifts, and then they really started sheltering him and Bogosian. I think he only ended up with like 3:20 in ice time versus like I think Brodin ended up close to 9 minutes. First period. So I guess I mean it makes sense. It'd be interesting to see like. I mean, that's the exact opposite of what he's used to his entire playing career so far. So we'll see, like, if big interruptions between shifts, going like longer periods of time in between shifts, how he like handles that. But I mean, game 1 in Vegas, first NHL game, it's a playoff game. Like you're obviously going to shelter him as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
But yeah.
Two things. One, we'll veer away from the series and then we'll come back. How telling is it of how down the Edmonton Oilers are, at least like from the national perspective and how everyone's looking at them, that the headline and the only thing anyone's talking about for the Edmonton Oilers is that Jeff Skinner will be making his first playoff appearance in 15 years. He plays on a team with McDavid and Draisaitl, and that's the only headline that exists.
Let's talk about Skinner.
From Buffalo or Carolina, Buffalo to.
And what the baton gets passed now to, I believe, Rasmus Ristolainen has the longest streak going, and I don't think that one's getting broken anytime soon. First period, which team is coming out of that period feeling better?
I think you gotta say Wild.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wild.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't think either team's down bad. Like, I think
it's pretty much it is neck and neck. It's basically like we're restarting just with 2 periods of hockey instead of 3 now. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels neck and neck. I mean, and even like the faceoffs now swung in the way of the Wild, but like early, it felt like Vegas was winning everything. And it's been pretty choppy. Like, there's been a lot of whistles. There hasn't been a lot of flow just because it's been so technical. Like Hoppy said, more of like a chess match than anything. But yeah, the pendulum was definitely swinged the Wild's way now, and they've been doing pretty good. By the way, this is MMA. I didn't watch the fight today. Fill me in. Did he end up leaving in a wheelchair again just because he quit? Did Whittaker quit again? Let me know.
We'll say nothing until he responds.
But Edmonton didn't get the cup last year. Now Vegas is going to sweep. Damn. Avs fan getting in here. Avs taking a jab with Vegas as their weapon. I dig it.
See, but if you're an Avs fan, like, you should be praying for the Wild to get through.
There's a story to this, bro. I kind of betted on this game. By the way, shout out to Zzz MMA, supported a big City Life supporter, and was hanging out with us for like 12 hours yesterday. So shout out to Zzz MMA for coming over and hanging out with us here on the Sota Pod. All right. Well, anyways, we are back at it. Second period, guys. So I'll let you go here if you guys want to hop on second intermission. We'll see you then. Cheers.
Later.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Hoppy and Spoked Z hanging out with us during the first intermission, but we are back for the second period. Yeah, they're going to join again, I think. So have some questions, have some comments ready as we get the conversation going with you guys, as we've been doing throughout this entire stream, as we do throughout the commentary portion of this as well. But also during the intermission, you guys help drive the bus, and we love hosting these watch parties because we get to chill with Wild fans, hockey fans, Vegas fans, and discuss this game and this amazing series so far with you guys. 1920. Hoppy's a Pens fan. Z's a Boston fan. I'm a Canucks fan, but we all have a interest in the Wild and have been hosting this podcast and little network now for a while. 1909. As Vegas brings it into the Wild zone. Vegas, right side. Back to Eichel on right outside the circle. Vegas holds it in. 1853. Vegas. Short pass. Try to drop it back, but looks like Eichel still has it. Corner. Looking for someone at center. Shot. What a save. Did that go high? If that was a save, what a beautiful save by Gustafsson. He was in position. If that did go high, Wild get it up the left side with speed. Johansson sends it around the boards. Right side here for the Wild now. Johansson checked in the corner, but he still has the puck. Couldn't get to the blue line, so sends it back and around, but nobody there to get it. 18-11, puck at center. Big hit. Puck gonna trickle down all the way into the Wild zone. Got hurt, fell in the ropes, didn't get the count. Straight round 2 Stallbridge. All the criticisms are in. No way, dude. Like, this was supposed to be redemption to like cancel all the doubts from the circus that was last time. I'm gonna have to watch it. Good to see you, by the way. And thank you for supporting the hockey channel as well, man. 1746, puck in the Vegas zone, dumping, chasing. Here's the Wild, but they lose it in the corner. I don't know. Well, and if any team is, it's going to be Winnipeg, which they very well could, but probably not. 17-28. Wild dumping in again. Hill playing it. Wild almost got the interception there. Forecheck here by the Wild. This one is a great one. There on your wagon. I don't know. Z's a Boston fan, so I don't think he likes the Leafs, Andrew. Hoppy's probably a little indifferent. Saved him for no reason, bro. So what's next for him, you think? Because, like, this was supposed to be the redemption. You can't have the redemption from the redemption. Like, is everyone just going to kind of turn on him now? Is he no longer a prospect that people are going to be interested in? Nice shot from the blue line by the Wild. Aiden Hill makes the save. Puck still live. Wild fighting for it in the corner. Vegas with it, sends it up the right side. 16-40, and this puck's going to trickle all the way down the zone. Refs say no icing. And now Wild, great job dumping and chasing it yet again. Wild have it. Being checked hard there, and Vegas gets it back. And this puck is going to trickle up and out of play. Oh, no, it looks like maybe the ref got hit with the puck here. It looks like maybe the ref got hit with the puck. Let's take a look at what happened. Oh, they're not showing the replay because I thought this puck went out of play, but I think it hit the ref. And that's why there was a whistle of play. Yeah, same with the Canucks, dude. It's crazy. And yeah, fuck's sakes, I'm a Kings fan, by the way. Hey, dude, I want the Kings to beat the Oilers. Been a season ticket holder for a few years. One of the other few sports I like to tune into besides combat sports. Well, you fit right in, dude. You fit right in. Yeah, looks like the ref took a puck, man. Yeah, I like the Kings this year. I like Byfield. Love Kopitar. Drew Doughty. Oh, Canada, baby. Fucking love Drew Doughty. Kevin Fiala, former Wild. Yeah, I would way rather the Kings beat the Oilers, bro. Let's go. Dude, that's sweet. You're a hockey fan. All right, ref's okay. Ref's okay. Gets back up to his feet. Law North-South game here. Yep. Z is cool and I respect him and Hoppy as well. Yeah, me too, Andrew. They're awesome. I saw someone call for Blatzy versus Whitaker. They want to see him die. I'll leave the boxing talk to another stream, so I don't want to annoy hockey homies. No worries. Well, we'll definitely talk about it in the other stream, especially on the next membership stream, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Sports NFL punching are great. Absolutely rusty as fuck. Rusty AF. That's what I tell everyone. That's why I'm not a baseball fan, basketball fan. If you can't fight in the sport, is it really a sport? All right, we're going to TV timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Going to TV timeout. If you can't fight in the sport, is it really a sport? It's just a game at that point. It's just a game. See you later, Andrew. Well, it's not facts because it hasn't happened yet. Curious what made three non-Wild fans talk about the Wild. Well, Hoppy grew up in Minnesota, but he grew up when there wasn't a Wild team, right? So he had to follow another team. I started a hockey media company, and we were able to scout teams and creators to cover every NHL team except for the Wild. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it. And I just kept doing it. That was like 6 years ago now. And then Z has just being from Boston, just has always had a weird interest in the Wild. And I think he's always loved Bro Dean. And we kind of all just teamed up. Especially team sports, 100%. Dude, that's why I love box lacrosse. This is MMA. Referees need more weightlifting. Samesies grew up with Bro Durr and the Devils. There you go. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Looks like the ref's okay. See, I was more into junior hockey growing up because I grew up in Prince George, BC, and we had BCHL on Friday nights, WHL on Saturday nights. So I grew up watching the Prince George Cougars and the Spruce Kings more than the Vancouver Canucks even. I mean, McDavid could beat the Kings, but the Oilers won't. You know what I mean? The Oilers just aren't a good team, man. They have some of the greatest players in the game right now, but as a team, they're not a good team. They're not a complete team. And they had a great run last year. I don't think they're even going to sniff the Stanley Cup Finals this year. They very well could get by the Kings, though. Like, I just think other than the Devils series, there's no, like, definitive, right? As you say, facts, which is crazy to say in this sport. Especially how that series is. If you said it leaning, a little bit more on the Devil series, I'd give you a little bit more rope. Referee looking like LeBron out there. Yo, is Joe Ward a freaking assistant coach for Vegas? All right, face off at center. 16-18 on the clock. Nice pass to Kaprizov. Kaprizov to the right side. All right, there's a nice pass by Kaprizov. I know the chat was saying it looked like some of his passing was off, but that was a good pass and a shot on net. Saved by Hill, and we're going to have a face-off to the left of Aiden Hill. I imagine they're going to keep the first line on. 16:09. Oh, yeah, I got to update the poll question here. Thanks for reminding me, guys. No, I was supposed to ask Z to help us get one going. Guys, 28 likes. We're trying to get to 40. We're trying to get to 40 here. So smash that like button if you haven't already. 16:02 on the clock. Battling forward in the corner in the Vegas zone. Vegas gets it. Some pressure by the Wild, but they send it up the right side. And this is going to go all the way down the ice, and we're going to have icing. Whistle after whistle after whistle after whistle, ladies and gentlemen. But we're going to get another face-off in the Vegas zone. Dude, 10 p.m. Central start on Tuesday for the Minnesota Wild. I had a coffee before this game, switched to a beer here. Shout out to our friends at Back Channel Brewing. This is a West Coast IPA. And it's brand new, by the way. They brewed it like a week and a half ago. Shout out to the Sky Crasher. Really, really good. 15:38. So if you're in Spring Park, Minnesota, Mound area, Minnetonka, go check them out. I didn't say that. I said they're not a good team. You said they're a bad team. I might have said it, actually. I didn't rewind the tape. I feel like I said they're not a good team. Yeah, and again, you're not listening to what I said. I said last year was an amazing run. This is 2025, brother. This isn't 2024. This is 2025, brother. I think you think it's 2024. It's actually 2025, dude. This is the first round of 2025. Shot from the blue line. Great. Block by Vegas, and here comes the Knights. Vegas, back to the blue line. Shot. And a nice... Oh, no, that went wide. See, I don't think the Oilers suck. Shaquille's just trying to twist my words here. I just don't think that they're going to sniff the finals. 14-24. Like, if they get past the Kings, they're not getting past the next round. At least that's what I think. And if so, it's going to be McDavid going God mode, outscoring every single team, by 4 or 5 goals single-handedly. I exaggerate a little bit, but you know what I mean, right? Same with Draisaitl. Like they're gonna have to carry. And I just don't see it 2 years in a row without a complete team, right? This ain't Detroit and Pittsburgh of the glory years of the 2000s. Battling forward at center here, Vegas gets it over the line, 13:51. 13:46. Oh, and a nice hit by Minnesota. Trying to keep the puck in the Vegas zone. Probably. $13.25. I don't know why you're trying to get a reaction out of me, Shaquille. I don't care. I'm a Canucks fan, dude. So, but stop bending over for the Oilers here, bro. It's a little sus. It's a little sus, especially since you're an Avs fan. It's a little weird, brother. It's a little weird. 13:09 on the clock. Still 1-1, 12 shots for the Vegas Golden Knights, 9 for the Wild. Dude, your trousers are to your knees already, brother. Pull them up and watch the game. It's a good one. 12:48. What the heck is DNVR? 12:40. Oh, and a shot from the Wild just outside of the circle, and that goes wide. 12:28. And the Wild able to keep this in the zone. Oh, looking to try to get that puck, and he does get that puck. Unable to get a shot on it, though. Boldy tried to get a sharp angle shot there, sends it around the net. Wild keep it in. Oh, the media network? They're a lot bigger than us, but I appreciate it. They do good work. And we're going to have a whistle here, 12:05. A lot quicker of a pace in this period, eh, guys? Dude, hell yeah, they did. That was an awesome game. I said most Minnesota fans, like, there's a rivalry with the Avs. Like, I don't hate the Avs. I think the team is so much fun to watch. Nathan McKinnon is, I think, up there in like the Draisaitl McDavid tier, right? Like, I don't think he's a tier under them. I think he is part of that tier. I think he's one of the best players in the league. You can even make the argument that he is the best player in the league. Loved watching him in Halifax, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm a sad Canucks fan, as most Canucks fans have been sad since 2011, since we burnt our city to the ground. But yeah, I do like, I'm more of a general hockey fan myself. Love junior hockey too. Love following the WHL. Shot from the blue line for the Wild, and nice save by Hill. That bounces back. Wild able to keep this in. I think 2 sweeps happen. Stars and Devils. Stars are so banged up right now, but I think, the Avs, a full healthy Dallas and Avs team probably could have gone to Game 7 and could have been anybody's series. But the Avs, with pretty much all their firepower, and Stars who are being held together by freaking Band-Aids and super glue. 11-12. Shot on net, rebound, Wild get it back. I originally said 4-3 Minnesota. I'm thinking 3-2 Minnesota now. Good to see you, Spencer. But it really could be 3-2 for either team, I think. It's been that tight. Nice job by Vegas, keeping that puck in the Wild zone. For a moment, it was a nice hit, but Zuccarello sends this puck up. And the Wild were able to get the zone only for a moment. Vegas skates back into the neutral zone. Big hit by the Wild. They're able to separate their man from the puck. Wild have it in their zone. Both teams at center. Middleton passes to Rossi. Shot. That goes wide. Oh, big hit by Minnesota. Minnesota holding the puck in the zone. It's blocked. Broken stick by one of the Vegas' players. He has to drop the stick and get a change, and the Wild are able to get that puck back. Wild able to gain the zone. Stars are kicked. That's what Mikko gets for leaving us. Karma, baby. 3-2 OT Vegas. 9:56. It does suck that friggin' Stankoven is gone, because he's dope. But he's on Carolina, which arguably a more fun team to watch. By the way, if you guys are watching on Twitter, Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. All right. What should the poll question be, boys? What should the poll question be? I don't want to just do like who wins the game. That's too easy. Yo, 10 likes away from our like goal at 40 as well, if you haven't already smashed that like button. Yeah, Miko's only good with Makar and McKinnon. I think I would pump the brakes on that being like a definitive statement coming from me anyways, until we see him, next year, right? Because he only really knew that. And I still have seen like good, I don't even want to say good flash. I've still seen like overall him be a good player. Obviously the points weren't coming as they were with them. I want to see a full season with him, with a new group, training camp, the whole 9 yards. Settle in with the system and new coach before I say that, okay, yeah, he was only at that level because of them. You know what I mean? Under 4.5? I think so. Who wins the first fight? Ooh, okay. I like that one. Marvin the Martian. What's going on? You've only won one game. You might need to humble yourself. Dallas has lost 8 straight games. If Dallas wasn't as banged up as they were, I would tend to agree. Mm. All right. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. From the way I read your comment, it's like he's cooked, and I don't think he's cooked. I think he may not be a 90-point player, but if he's 75 to 85, I think he's still, I never thought he was like top 10 ever anyways. A lot of people were talking about him like he was that. I think that was like the Colorado shine, I need a post in a fight for bingo. It's why there's a series or 7 games, not 1 adjustments occur per game. I've seen it plenty of times. Absolutely. I mean, look at the year when the Wild were dominating just a few years ago. Evason wasn't able to adjust. Other teams were, and they were able to shut them out. Well, not complete shutout, but you know what I mean. Shut them down. 9:33 on the clock, and some good opportunities there by the Wild. Vegas able to get that puck back, skate it all the way into the Wild zone. Short pass up in front of the net. That doesn't land. Vegas still has it in the corner. Big hit by Minnesota. Puck trickles all around the boards. Second period, guys. Again, 9 minutes on the clock. Shots 14-10 for Vegas. Wild skating to the Vegas zone, but lose it. Vegas back up the ice. Puck in the zone. Gustafson plays it up the wall. How many teams you see enter the playoffs getting rolled and then turn it around? Answer is none. Well, I mean, down 1 game doesn't mean rolled, and I think, that's what Marvin's talking about. Oh, and a nice shot by Middleton, but that goes wide. Look for the rebound here, but just past the post. I mean, Boston came back 3 fucking games to beat the Canucks in 2011. Just saying. Fucking Tim Thomas. 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. .808 on the clock, and a cross ice pass by the Wild doesn't get through. And they're going to have to reset. Wild cross the blue line, but get their pocket picked by Vegas. I mean, but if you're as injured going into the playoffs as you were, and like no one really has gotten better. Oh, breakaway shot! And it hit the post! Breakaway for Brandon Saad for the Vegas Golden Knights, and he hits the post. The hockey gods gave the Wild a little bit of luck on that one. Brandon Saad, post on the right side, and it goes up and out of play. Damn. That's why every league talks about getting hot at the right time. Man, I think one of the most fun streaks, Zeev got burnt. Welcome to the NHL, Zeev Boyum. 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Shot off the face-off, and blocked shot there. Vegas jerseys are ass. Freaking mustard tiger ass jerseys. Mustard tiger. 7:23. Brodin with it. Back to Faber. Faber up the right side. And no one touched the puck. Foligno back on the ice, which is good. No, I'm less surprised it's a tight game. I put it this way: if it's a shootout, like if it's like, or it's like a, as you suggest, like high scoring game. Let's be honest, Vegas is going to be the one that's running the fucking score sheet up, and that's no disrespect to Gustafson. That's just like Vegas has traditionally this season more firepower. Mainly a bad line change by his partners. He certainly didn't see it, though. Hey, what's up, Eric? Great to see you. How are you doing tonight, Eric? What are you sipping on tonight, by the way? I'm sipping on a Back Channel Brewing Sky Crasher West Coast IPA. Highly recommend. They just brewed it. 7-12. Was it Holla? 7 minutes. 6:55. Theodore with a shot from the blue line, and that goes wide, but trying to find a back pass, short pass to the blue line was Vegas, unable to get it in the Wild. Regain possession. Centering pass. Eck back with it. Up the left side. Eck forces his way and gets a shot off net as well. And the Wild are gonna get a face-off to the right of Aiden Hill, but a great job by Eriksson Ek, just bulldozing his way into the offensive zone and getting a shot off as well. Looks like some made-up team that would be video game too, but I guess that's what you get with expansion teams. Hey, if they're gonna pay that much money, they can do whatever they want at this point, I guess. I expect tight games throughout this series. Yeah, it's impressive to hold this Vegas team down. Kudos to the Wild for that. Yeah, no, they've both, like I said, things have opened up a little bit more in this one, in this second period, but in the first period especially, they were giving each other no ice to work. Nice face-off by the Wild. Wild shot from the blue line, and we have a whistle here. Not sure what happened. Maybe the puck. Oh, high sticking call. Oh, it looks like the Wild took this one. Oh, Tuck. Right, Tuck. I had Tuck's face in my mind, but I said Eric Holla for some reason. Wild went 8-5. Gotta give me the Ox Falling Knives / Insight West Coast Pale Ale collab. Nice. I like West Coast Pale Ales and West Coast IPAs as well. I like a little bite to my craft beers because that's what I kind of grew up on. Who did? Yeah, he answered. Tuck. Alora and is it pronounced Erebus? Erebus hops? I'm familiar with Alora. Damn, that sounds chef's kiss. Well, cheers, Eric, and to everybody hanging out with us. And Vegas wins the face-off shot and scores right off the face-off power play. Vegas, and Eck took the high sticking call. And just like that, they're back up in this game. Wild were able to answer shortly after the last time they went down in the first period. So let's see if they can do it here again. Wins the face-off and just what a pass. What a pass. I mean, I thought he was going to shoot that as well. Off the face-off pass, whoop, shot wide open that entire left side of the net. Vegas leading by 1. Face-off at center. 6 minutes and 20 seconds. Can't give a team like Vegas gifts. I just think with all that money, they could have picked some better jerseys is all I'm getting at. Hockey has a lot of cool jerseys, but Vegas ain't one of them. Not in set, at least. All of their jerseys ain't good. Even their gunmetal ones, in my opinion. I think Gretzky's still above Brett Hall, but I say Lemieux above both of them, and it's not even close. Okay. Goal! What's up, Clay? Good to see you. Vegas takes the lead. Vegas waking up. Go! Eck, what are you doing? Off the face-off. That's got to be like 17 this season with 14 seconds. Can't give a team like that gift. Canadian whiskey I bought before the tariffs. Let's go. Hey, I'm a big rye guy myself. 16-13. And the Wild send that up into the Vegas zone. That rings around the net. The Ducks have some sweet jerseys. I don't like the orange. I'm not going to lie. I love the Mighty Ducks logo, but I don't like the orange. My just bias was that low-key a trip off the face-off. I will say low key, but I don't think enough to be called. You should see their sparkly ass European helmets. Good passing by the Wild. Wild still have it. Send it left side. Faber, top of the circle. Faber. Right side. Back at the blue line. Vegas just straight up big brothering the Wild. They're pushing him out of the zone, but Wild still have the puck. Bouncing puck. Vegas trying to get it at center. Wild holding the line. Some tumbling bodies here. I haven't owned a gaming console in years, but I used to play it. When I had one, I'd play the NHL games. Shot by the Wild. That goes wide. Trying to get in the rebound. Here's Kaprizov. Kaprizov tried to find someone at center, but the only one there was a Vegas Golden Knights player. And here come the Vegas Golden Knights with speed through center ice. 5 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes remaining in this second period. And here comes the Wild. They're able to break it up at the blue line. Boldy. Shot. Bouncing puck trickles back to the blue line. Wild sends it left. Bouillon. Waited a little too long for that one. Bouillon's stick caught in the arms of one of the Vegas players. And I believe offside. So yeah, Bouillon waited a little too long on that one. See you later, Cottaging with Christian. Great to see you. Shoot. Yeah, you don't have as much room and time as you do in college. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Wild win the faceoff. Center. Shot and the Wild gain the zone. Vegas gets it back. Bouillon with the puck. Up the neutral zone. Puck right side. Foligno with a cross ice pass. Gets broken up and they have to retreat to center. Middleton sends it up. And the Wild are chasing it. Into the corner. Left of Hill. Puck trickles out of the zone. Oh, Wild are able to keep it in, but it sends it right to a Vegas player. And Vegas is able to chip at it and send it into the Wild zone as both teams are going to get a change. Spurgeon sends it up the right side. Brazeau is able to tip it in. 3 minutes and 28 seconds remain. If that puck doesn't land in his arms and bounce off, he scores on that one. Zuccarello with the follow-up, right? Puck still in. Faber keeps it in. Trying to keep this puck going around the boards, but able to get picked up by Vegas. Eichel looking on a breakaway. Tried to land a backhand and unable to get that shot off. Woo! Eichel springed on a breakaway. Not the player you want to be one on no one. One on your goalie. 2 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock. I think falling apart to stretch, but Vegas getting the better chances that they enter as they enter the zone. Something they haven't been able to do all game. But Gus makes 2 big saves, which, hey, they're going to have to lean on him big this series. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. Sod with it. No one there to drop that puck for. And the Wild now trying to battle for it in the corner. It's only 1-on-2 though, but the battle remains. Puck back to the blue line. Vegas shot. That doesn't get through. I think Vegas was a slight favorite. 2 minutes on the clock. Wilder plus 140. And here comes the Wild. Zeev Bouillon with some speed. To Eriksson Ek. Ek with a shot. And that goes left. And I thought that was out, but apparently that was still onside. Doesn't matter. Vegas pokes it out. And Vegas with a shot. Gus makes the save. 1 minute and 36 seconds. Vegas trying to hold it at the line, and they do. Wild giving them no room to work here on the boards. Back to the blue line shot. That goes around the boards. Another shot on net. That doesn't get through traffic. Wild with it. A little nifty pass there. Almost a bad giveaway there, but recovering up the left side. Boldy with a shot, and Hill makes the save. That wasn't going in the net anyways, but at least we get a face-off here in the Vegas zone. Vegas with a little bit of momentum here as the last 3 minutes have put the Wild on the back foot, which is pretty much, for the most part, has been a pretty back and forth game. Neither of these teams giving each other many chances, room to work. The Wild gave some rope there to the Vegas Golden Knights a little bit after they scored the goal. Still leading only by 1 shot, 17-13 for the Vegas Golden Knights. We're going to face off in the Vegas zone. You can keep the comments coming, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be streaming more Wild games throughout this playoffs. We're going to aim to do every single one of them, as well as other series, other games down the stretch. This is smooth hockey, which to me is the best hockey. Limited whistles and a lot of pressing, not stuck between blue lines. Casual take, obviously. You're lucky you didn't watch the first period. The first period, there were quite a few whistles, as it was a lot more of a chess match than anything, whereas there's been a lot more flow to the second period. But I will say this, Denal, hits galore, man. Hits galore. 40 hits for the Minnesota Wild already. 40 hits for the Minnesota Wild already. 23 for the Vegas Golden Knights. That shit we'd see like that total in the regular season at the end of the game. So it's been physical, and the Wild opened things up, throwing the big hits first, which is great to see. All right, back from TV timeout here. They're making use of the boards. I noticed that's dope though. Setting a tone, absolutely. I mean, that's playoff hockey. The refs are, the refs aren't going to blow the whistles as much, right? They're going to let the boys play as much as possible. And you got to imagine that both teams are like, all right, finish your... I know it's simple. I know this is like friggin' hockey 101. But finish your goddamn checks, boys. And oh my God, are they doing so? All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final minutes of the second period. Wild down by 1, but they won the faceoff. Blue line. Shot. That doesn't get through. Blocked by Vegas, but the Wild still have another shot through center. Doesn't get through as well. Brodin holds the line. Kaprizov goes to fish it out. Kaprizov sends it around the boards again. Oh, nice pass to Brodin. Brodin tried to find a man at center in the slot, crowding bodies, and a great save by Hill. Kaprizov with the shot in the slot, and a nice right pad save by Aiden Hill. And here come the Vegas Golden Knights up the right side. Good hit by Kaprizov. He goes for a little tumble after that, but makes that hit. Vegas still has it though. Drop to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through traffic. 15 seconds. Brodin got a stick on that one. Vegas still has it though. Up the right side. Can they get one more shot off? Can they get one more shot off? 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wild with it. And that is going to do it for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. And Eric Sinek, of course, in the face of a Mark Stone here. Boldy in there for some reinforcements as well. If there's anybody that's going to be in the mix of things, it's going to be Eric Sinek first, ladies and gentlemen. And he's just talking to everybody. I absolutely love it. Dude, nice hit by Kaprizov, too. Nice hit by Kaprizov. Even, like, there's so many hits coming from the Minnesota Wild right now that even Kaprizov is throwing that body around, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Second intermission, ladies and gentlemen, is coming up next. Well, it is here. Vegas Golden Knights obviously lead by 1. Let's take a quick look at the other stats in the box score of this game, especially the minutes of some of these guys here tonight. So Boldy, monster with the minutes here, 15. Eric Sinek, 14. Kaprizov, 14. Zuccarello, 10. Rossi, 8. And then, honestly, the rest is pretty split. Brazeau, 7. Goudreau, 9. Hartman, 9. Johansson, 9. Trennan just under 8. As far as the defense goes, Zeev is 9, Bogosian 8, Brodin 18, Faber 18. They've been really riding that line. Middleton, or that pairing, Middleton and Spurgeon with 13 respectively. But yeah, good to see Kaprizov throw the body around as well. All right, we're going to take a quick break, guys. Quick 2-minute break. Time to drain the main vein, and then we'll be right back here with Spoke Z again here on the other side and the state of hockey. So don't go anywhere. Get your questions, comments, thoughts, breakdowns. You're bitching, complaining, you're cheering. All of that and more in the live chat. We'll be right back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall. And now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back for the second intermission at the end of this second period, and we're joined again by the hosts of Judd's Buds, Spoke Z, and the State of Hoppy. Guys, thoughts on the second period? Z, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say outside of about like a 4-minute period,
Yep.
like, really good. I mean, like before we left that first intermission, we were talking about how like the first 5-10 minutes of the period were gonna be really important. And I mean, I don't think they allowed a shot on net the first 10 minutes or so. And I mean, even then, they still only give up 5 that period. But I mean, 2 guys that we talked about in the pregame show were Hurdle and Dorofeev. And then we also obviously are always going to mention special teams. I don't know if like Gustafsson just lost sight of where the puck was, or he bit super hard on that Pietrangelo stepping into the slot. But I mean, he didn't even move. And of course, the one time to take a penalty, they give up a goal 5 seconds into that power play.
Well, me too. I was like, oh, and the shot. No, not a shot. That was a sick pass.
Yeah. But I mean, again, like after that goal, obviously that Eichel breakaway, just a ridiculous sequence leading up to that. But I mean, then they generate a couple more chances at the end, so it was a decent enough response. And I mean, they're still ramping up the physicality. I just looked. Foligno 8 hits, Boldy has 6.
Dude,
and
Kaprizov, obviously that last one, Kaprizov.
Yeah,
I mean, he bounced off the guy, but still, like, all right, good, throwing him around.
Yeah, and then Trenton has 7. Like, I mean, Vegas always like juices the hit count, but remember, like
But the Wild have 42.
The
The Wild have 42 in the game so far. Vegas is 25.
Yeah,
like that would be a hit total in a game, like in the regular season in 3 periods, and we got one more to go. So, love that the boys are like just it's hockey 101 in the playoffs, but like the boys are finishing their checks on every single hit. And I reflect pretty much the exact same things. Other than that, like one little blimp, the Wild have pretty much kept this an even game. But they gave Vegas some room, man, and they were capitalizing on it. And I mean, and surprise, Eichel just looking unbelievable as well out there. Hoppy, your thoughts?
I'm still not a big fan of Peyton Manning. His time in Tennessee. I don't know. Z and I were talking about a lot of this while we were watching before. It's not a great stretch where things went bad, but largely, like, there's not much else to be bothered by.
Less whistles, more flow of a period, which I liked.
Will the Wild ever get a power play?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and here Anthony's saying, love Vegas always getting away with everything. I mean, what were there any glaring things that Vegas got away with? I know that the chat said that there was like a trip off one of the face-offs that maybe was missed, but like I haven't really seen anything glaring. Certainly not anything that's come from the hits.
Yeah, no, there's just like, I think there was that one off the face-off. And then there's been like, I don't know, like I feel like they're going to try to not call a lot of these cross checks in general in the playoffs, especially like the first game.
Which, hey, if they're both throwing them, I don't mind that.
Right.
No. Let's talk about Zeev, though. Let's talk about Zeev, though, a little bit. He's here, as Cosmos saying he's not looking too hot. Again, going right from the college level to NHL in like a huge playoff game. I don't think he's looked bad, but he certainly hasn't looked good. You know what I mean? Like there's been some slip-ups, but he's been making the passes he's been needing to make after he was a little hesitant to either make a pass or shoot outside of the circle that one play.
I mean, Zeev is +1, Brock is -1. Trade Brock Faber.
Where's Brett? We need the analytics guy on here.
I just gave you the analytics.
We need the analytics guy to argue why that is the best analytic and why we should only look at ± moving forward. Which I still live in the dinosaur age. That's still the only stat I look at. Actually, no. Pims. If you got 100 Pims on the season, you're an all-star player in my opinion.
Do the fans in the chat want to go down a dark negative topic?
Well, let's quickly just fire through some of these comments here. We got Vigo in the chat too. How scared is everyone when Zeev gets hit? I'm worried someone might break him this series. He does look quite small out there. He does look quite small.
He's not thick.
Trenton might kill someone tonight the way he's flying around. Cross-checks are brutal.
The fourth line for me has made a ton of really good plays. Like especially on the forecheck, both Trenton and Brazeau have like forced turnovers. They're generating some like possession, the offensive zone off the forecheck. So I actually think they've made a ton of really, really subtle but like important plays. So I've actually really liked that line, specifically their game so far.
In fairness, off the cuff, like someone spot checked me. I'm probably wrong, but like on paper, this has to be the best fourth line we've ever had, right?
It's pretty good. Pato, none of that, Pato. Rossi playing like he wants to be traded. Eck versus Stone will be fun.
Yeah, they got into it at the end there.
I mean, Eck's going to get into it with everybody,
but
as he does.
Eck will never fight anybody.
Yeah, but that's like he'll smile and just yap.
He'll go right I
don't even think they know what he's saying, but he'll yap. Good to see you, by the way, Creepy Colors. Cause was totally understandable for the reason why I'm just stating that he hasn't looked too comfortable yet. Needed power play to get him going. But Trisha, read Trisha's comment in the chat. Talking about the power play as well. Didn't mean fight, but just the battles. X gonna give it to you. I need to get that on the soundboard for every time he scores moving forward.
Yeah, and then you'll immediately get demonetized.
No, it's like literally like 2 seconds. It should be fine.
Okay, sure.
I challenge you, YouTube. Come at me, bro. Come at me. All right.
Oh no.
What? Hoppy, you mentioned going down a deep dark hole.
I mean, I hate to be this person, but our friends, account run by Baki, just said, psst, the big Parisian suitor, big cap hits are off the books a couple hours ago. And the reality is, Brock Faber's ELC is coming off the books because Faber is going to more or less take over Kaprizov's current deal, just short of that $9 million. Kaprizov will pretty much take over all of that Parisi suitor buyout. So Brock's current ELC is all that we are shedding by virtue of them leaving.
I mean, I feel like most fans have known that the money coming off the books really doesn't mean they're going to spend, or they have the room to
There's still money
in
to
like
spend.
2 or 3 guys.
What the fuck? Why does he think I'm wearing a robe?
Is Hoppy wearing a robe? Shout to Waggle Golf making their robes now.
Beautiful Waggle Golf quarter zip.
Get your waggleon.com SP10 for 10% off your golf robes, ladies and gentlemen. I have a back channel. You know what's funny is I have a back channel brewing robe. We don't have a promo code for that. It's a freaking sauna robe. But anyways, it's a towel and a robe. You get 2 birds stoned at once. Shout to happy 420, by the way.
That I'm just not even going to broach.
Happy 420, everybody. Also love the Rem Pitlick jersey. It's signed, by the way. It's signed. And Billy Guerin signed it. What did he say again, Hoppy? I'll zoom in on it. I'd love a golfing robe. Who wouldn't? Okay, hold on. I am sorry I waved Rem. General manager Bill Guerin. So awesome. Jake Middleton needs a sauna robe, bro. I'm sure our friends at Back Channel could hook that up. Wild have 20 mil. They can pay 2 players. They can move Trennan and Hartman.
How are you going to move Trennan? I'm sorry. That's ridiculous. Hartman, sure. If you can find a place that isn't on his no trade, but Trennan's not going anywhere. I'm sorry.
Vigo saying Wild need to hold on to pucks a bit longer. The interference penalties not being called means the give and go players are going to be tough. This is like the state high school tournament reffing. Rusty, I don't want to look weird. Just give me the moo-moo. That's a silly way of looking at it. They have 20 million to spend next year and 49 million in 2 years. They've got room to do stuff even after Kaprizov.
That's not factoring in. Okay.
Kaprizov not at 100%. I don't know. I don't think so. Or I mean, I think he's fine.
He's healthy. That doesn't mean he's back to like 100% of his game.
Yeah. 4x4 no move. Make the fucking hat. Multiple teams need to hit the floor. Rebuilding dumber things have happened. Hoppy. There you go.
What did I do?
Or multiple teams need cap to hit the floor that are rebuilding. Dumber things have happened. That's what Urban said.
I mean, yeah. Fair. Well, what happens when they give a 4x4 NMC to Marcus Johansson?
Stop.
You know what? We joked about it though, guys. Like we joked about like the contract year for Johansson. He's been fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like he does this every year. He's bad for a big portion, and then he's good for enough to get him another contract and still just be a 35 point player. I think what we should do is bring in the youth core and let them and bring in 1 or 2 top players to round out the roster.
Which I want to know which like young players people want injected into the lineup. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just like everyone wants all these kids playing in the NHL, and there's definitely some that
Ogren, Yurov. Those are my two.
I'm not even confident enough to say Yurov yet. Like,
Well, I
he
mean,
doesn't play a
I'm
single
more
game
confident. I'm more confident with Ogren because like
Ogren for sure.
he's too good for the AHL. So it's like, okay, the next up is the best league in the world,
That's
the NHL.
not always
Let's
how
go.
it goes, dude.
I know, but like he's checked that box, right? So it's like, okay, now let's give you the next step. You've passed that level. It's now time for the next one.
Case in point, Daniel Sprong. He was the exact same thing, and he has become a 10-minute a night mercenary, and that's all he'll ever be.
I mean, the Wild still have to figure it out. That's why I'm saying I'm more confident with Ogren because we've at least seen enough of a sample where I'm like, okay. Versus Yurov, where it's like he should, right? He should be able to come here and be comfortable, but with Russians, it's like more than comfortable, dominate coming over, like these high prospect Russians, or just can't do it going back to the KHL. So. But I don't think Yurov's going to be that guy. Urban saying Ogren and Buyam. Cole saying if the series shifts, does Ogren slot in? Does that just mean like
unlikely?
Yeah, unless they just get murked with injury.
I mean, it's between injury and players just completely missing the mark. Like, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see Height as a pro, which will be good. Anyways, third period's about to start. Last predictions, last notes, last words. Z Hoppy. Anything you want to leave the chat with here before we get back to it?
Obviously, you'd rather either it still be 1-1 or up 2-1, but again, I still think the first 40 minutes, like, pretty impressive. Total body of work so far. So we'll see what this next 20 minutes looks like. But I mean, again, it's tough. Obviously, you have that one power play goal against, but like tough to be too upset about where they're at in this game right now, especially when you factor in those last couple of chances at the end there. So we'll see what the next 20 minutes looks like, though.
Absolutely. Hoppy?
I just hope they give Leah Hextall a little bit less screen time.
Shout out to the Sports Center or Sportsnet French feed. No Leah
I love
Hextall.
that that's the one you got rocking, dude. So
C'est la bu! Dude, honestly, the French feed and the one thing the Q does right is their commentary. I will say that.
Yeah. I can't believe Isha's watching Sportsnet.
Yeah, I wonder how the hell is that able to happen here?
No, I mean, like, for you mentally, you
I
talk
fucking
more
hate them.
shit about them than you do about the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they fucking suck. But at least they're French guys and one gal here. They're pretty good. But yeah, fuck Sportsnet. Anyways, thanks guys. Go wild, and we'll touch base soon, guys. Go check out the latest episode of Judd's Buds and next week's episode Monday. You guys are back Monday?
Back to our normal bullshit Monday night.
Back to our normal bullshit, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, boys.
Peace.
All right, that is the State of Hoppy and Spoke Z, the hosts of Judd's Buds, and we are back third period, ladies and gentlemen. Wild down by 1 in a very close game here. Let's see what they can do here in the third. They do, Vigo. I mean, it's kind of a lot. There's quite a bit of lore to why that dates back to me even just doing radio covering the Canucks and BC hockey when I was in college. My beef with Sportsnet runs deep. Oh, shot by Vegas, glove down by Gustafson, but this puck trickles back to center or all the way down the Vegas zone anyways. Like TSN ain't saints either. Realistically, both companies are assholes. But I've just always been more of a TSN guy myself. The Bob McKenzie lineup back in like the mid 2000s was just chef's kiss. 1850 on the clock. Pirates of the Caribbean theme. This game will come down to the power play. Wild need to convert. Got to create some power play. It's tough to create it in a game like this. And a shot on the right side. Great save by Hill. What a shot by Spurgeon. But unable to get it done. Hoppy was a bummer there. Garen will figure some shit out. I'm in the middle. I'm not on like the overly optimistic, but I'm not on the total Hoppy bummer side of it as well. I don't think the fans are going to be as satisfied with what they think is going to be brought in as reinforcements in free agency, but I do think the Wild are going to bring in some names that should, knock on wood, help this team, right? Pittsburgh didn't make the playoffs, guys. He's just upset. He's going to say, no, it's good. We're going to get a high draft pick, but I'm sorry. You ain't in that phase yet. 18-15 on the clock. But let's be honest, the Wild are going to finally sign Brock Besser. I'll send my rookie cards in. He'll score to PSA. He'll score 40 goals. They'll get PSA 10. I'll pay off my student loans selling those cards. Let's go, baby. 18 minutes on the clock. Wild send this one back in, and Hill gloves it. We'll have a face-off to the left of Hill. 2 years for Tavares. Ehlers. Hoppy would be the most positive guy on earth if Ehlers was signed. Get it to overtime. This has been a fun game, though. This has been a fun game. Eric Vigo. I don't know if you've seen these. One sec. They're in mint condition. I traded one Matthew Tkachuk rookie card for Besser's Young Guns rookie and his portrait. Same year set. Perfect condition. I'm going to send them to PSA. He's going to score 40 on Kaprizov's line when they sign him. And I'm going to sell them. They're going to pay off my student loans, baby. Let's go. 17:44 Wild have to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through. Left side bounces off the boards, and Vegas is going to get it. Vegas coming in the left side. Shot, and Vegas scores. Short one on the right side of Gustafsson. Not a way you want to start the third period, ladies and gentlemen. Not a way you want to start the third period. Short on the right side. 17:32 on the clock, and Vegas now leading by 2 in this third period. And just like that, too. Oh, that went 5-hole. I thought that went right of the pad. That went 5-hole, ladies and gentlemen. Wait. Blocker side. Shit. Sorry, finally saw an angle that was front. But anyways, blocker side. Shit. Originally, I thought that went right, like in real time, I thought that went right like above the skate. And then I saw one angle and I was like, okay, no, I just saw the one that hit the net and I was like, oh, fuck, that's 5-hole. But no, blocker side, and that was a big one for the Knights. Down by 2, man. It's not going to be easy here, especially in a tight game so far. Oh, boy, I think Vegas might have game 1. Still a lot of time. Still a lot of time. As soon as Bogo took that step left, I said, oh, shit. That's the leaky part of Gus I dislike. Damn Bogo. Yeah, he's not going to get many more minutes after that one. And a shot by the Wild. Can't get through, but Wild still hold on to it. Wild shot at the slot. They can't get through the slot, but they keep it in the Vegas zone. Left side shot, top of the circle shot. That bounces left. Wild still keep it in. Bogo gets walked. That's it. That's all, folks. We still got time. If another one is scored, then I'll be leaning more that way. But they got 16 minutes still. Although goals have been hard to come by. Zuccarello. Nice drop pass. Battling in the corner right now. No one able to dig out this puck. Oh! Big cross check. No call there. And puck trickles all the way back down the ice. Hartman went down hard there. That's crazy they didn't call that, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That was clear to the face. Hey, I get this is tough hockey, but that was a cross check to the face, bro. I get the stick rose up, but still, that one should have been called. He's gonna snap. The wires are gonna cross. His wires are gonna cross. What a league. You know, I will say though, Cole, and again, I know you guys are Wild fans. I'm more of just like the Sota pod guy from Vancouver. I would rather they not call anything versus call too much. But I'm a savage, as you guys know. Well, stick to Hartman's face after he cross-checked 3 times. I get the retaliation. I don't blame the player. They're not calling cross-checks to the body, but clear to the face. I mean, the refs are setting the tone for the series, for better or for worse. Vegas keeping that puck in the Wild zone as they send it back in. What are my predictions for tomorrow? I have the Capitals winning game 1. I have the Blues tying the series. I have the Avalanche beating the Stars, and I have the Kings beating the Oilers. Vegas, shot from the slot. That goes wide. Freddie Gaudreau, beautiful pass up through center. Isha's an honorary Wild fan, but will always be a Canucks fan first. 100%. I bleed blue and green. With that said, go Wild. Gonna get crazy physical. I'm actually excited to see how physical this series continues to get. Oh, an opportunity there by Vegas, but some good defense in front of the net. Isn't able to get a shot off, and Gustafson is able to just bat that away. Wild up the right side. Sends it deep. Hill corrals it. Big hit by Minnesota, but they don't get the puck. They finish their change, though. Vegas dumps it in. Gustafson forced to play it. Gustafson leaves it, and the Wild get their pocket pick. Shot, pass in front of the net. Gustafson forced to make a huge save here. Puck still in play. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
You can't let Vegas pick your pocket behind the net. And a shot saved by Gustafson. That one made me sweat, ladies and gentlemen. That's about what I had. I think Dallas could possibly win, making it a tied series. I choose Caps, Blues, Kings, and Stars to make it interesting. I'm more bullish on the Avs, honestly, just because the Dallas they're basically just being held together by super glue and band-aids. Whereas Montreal could beat the Capitals, right? Like Montreal is actually a good. Montreal is a better team. They're taking a step forward in their development. They have some nasty ass prospects and Demigod coming over. Oh my God, what an acquisition. Unbelievable play by Gus. He's slowly but surely making up for that leaky goal. Playing like Marc-Andre Fleury, Urban? Flailing around, but getting it done. Vegas, unable to keep that puck in their zone and fighting in the neutral zone. Here comes the Wild. Wild lose it. Fighting now in the corner. Wild get away with it. Back to the blue line. Shot doesn't get through. Blocked by Vegas. Vegas gets the puck back. Springs up the right side. Faber. Great job by Brock Faber getting that puck back. Faber leaves it up the wall. Wild, good pass at center. They got speed. 2-on-2 here. Foligno can't get that cross pass. That's a good point. The Montreal are probably the most wild card team this year. However, I don't see a repeat of 2021. They're just young, and a lot of their young guys are like, they're in that like, I got nothing to lose. Like, I'm still relatively new to the NHL, or I'm like brand new this season, or literally like Demidov like just landed. Like, let's fucking go. And sometimes with that like spark of momentum, it can take you far. Wild still have it. Shot doesn't get through. Look, the Wild are playing damn good hockey here after letting in that goal, but the Vegas Golden Knights are just tightening up all the lanes in their zone. 12:47, and Hartman gets taken down again here, and I think we're going to get a power play. He's so good, man. Charlie Lindgren is a good backup, but the Caps would really prefer Thompson, for sure. Shout out to the Minnesota boy, Charlie Lindgren. At the Wild game against the Capitals, I'm pretty sure Charlie was in net, and the whole time I was the only one. Let's go, Charlie. Let's go, bud. McNabb to the box. Here we go, and the Wild are going to go on the power play for the first time this game, ladies and gentlemen, and they need this. Obviously, down by 2 right now. This would be huge for not only momentum, but to show the Vegas Golden Knights that, yeah, bitch, we got a power play too. Even though all season the special teams of the Wild haven't been the greatest. Again, big shout out to everybody into the live chat here. Big shout out to everybody on YouTube. Big shout out to everybody who's been joining us on X, Facebook, X/Twitter. If you are watching on X/Twitter, get your ass over to YouTube. Come over here and vote in our poll question and join our live chat. Zeev time, baby. I don't think he's going to be on the power play. All right. Just coming back from TV timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. Huge one for the Wild. And I mean, still plenty of time in this game to come back, but you got to take advantage of these opportunities as the Wild have had a really good bounce back, well, a few minutes after getting scored on there, but just haven't been able to set much up. And any of the opportunities that they have been able to get on net, Hills actually look pretty good. Legit the only reason he's in. I don't think so either. No way coach is trusting him down by 2. If it was still tied, probably. But we'll see. Oh, is he out there? There you go. There you go. Hey, if he's a tool. And there he is. Wow. And the Vegas Golden Knights send this down the length of the ice. And here comes the top prospect, Zeev Buium. Welcome to the NHL, being pressured already. But he's able to get the puck to Kaprizov. Kaprizov. Back to Zuccarello. Back to Zeev Buium at the blue line. Boldy on the right side. Hey, what's up, Shane? Good to see you. Hope you have a great night, Shane. Shot. That goes wide. 1 minute and 25 seconds on the power play. 12 in the period. And this goes the length of the ice again. Gustafsson passes it to Boldy. Back to Zeev Buium. Buium drop pass. Kaprizov. Right side to Boldy. Boldy. Puck zooms by Buium there on the blue line. Kaprizov. Around the net again. Boldy. To Eriksson. Kaprizov. Zuccarello. Kaprizov. Kaprizov to Boldy. Can't get the shot off. Boldy. Doesn't send it back to the blue line. Boldy looked like he was looking for a shot. Boldy sends it to Zuccarello. Zuccarello with the shot. And that doesn't get through. And the puck's going to go length of the ice. And Zeev Buium gets beat there, but finishes his check and now fighting for it behind the net. Gets the puck back. Zuccarello. Tuesday's game won't be done until 1 a.m. How crazy is that? Puck drop probably like 10:15 for us. 11 Eastern. Johansson ripping through. And Johansson just a bolt of speed. Johansson in deep. Nyquist. Back to Johansson right side. Final seconds of the power play. Faber in the corner. And the Wild are back to full strength. Hartman still has it in the corner. Hartman skating around the net. Hartman recovers. Sends it to Spurgeon at the point. Spurgeon up the right side. Wild still have it. Send it on net, but nobody there to help bat it. Never mind. There's Johansson. Puck's still loose. Puck's still loose, and Vegas comes out with it. Vegas comes out with it, and they send it back down into the Wild zone as these teams are changing. Certainly some looks there for the Wild, but overall, nothing really too dangerous on the power play. And we are halfway through this third period, and the Wild are down by 2. 22 shots for Vegas, 19 for the Wild. That's what I'm saying. They're getting shots on net. But shit clock's ticking, as they say, up north. And here comes Vegas. Stops. Poke check by Middleton, but the Wild lose it again. And Vegas, a shot outside the circle. Gustafsson thinks he has it. And he does have it, but a little bit of a late whistle there. 9 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock, and we're going to have a face-off to the right of Philip Gustafsson. One game, hot takes. One game. He ain't Brock Faber, all right? He ain't Brock Faber. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Maybe not in this game, but moving forward, he'll be fine. At least he was able to recover that. Because if he would have let that go, whew, and overall, it's been a fun game. Hardly a blowout. Vegas overall looking like the better team. But I still think the Wild can make things interesting, especially, I'm just excited to see what John Hines does as far as making some adjustments in the series. Something that, well, Dean Evison was reluctant to do. All right. Half a period left. I'm not sure if we see any more special teams unless things kind of boil over and the Wild take like a stupid penalty late. I can see the Wild getting one more, but where it is now, up by 2, it's going to be a hard hole for the Wild to crawl out of. Tuesday is going to have a lot of altercations and delay. This is proving that Minnesota is hungry. That's going to be really fun to see what happens when the Wild play at home. For sure, for sure. The X is always has a great vibe for this team. Good energy. Wanted playoff hockey so bad, right? So bad. And they got it, so. 21 comeback wins this year. That's actually pretty good. 9 overtime wins. 3 comeback wins when trailing by 2. Okay. It's a good stat to bring up. For I guess this is a little home bias stat still, but all right, here we go. Face off. Ladies and gentlemen, half a period left. Hey, the Captain Spurgeon looking calm, cool, collected, which is good. Dialed, but calm, cool, collected. 9:37. You're going to redo the face-off here. Freddie Gaudreau taking it for the Wild. Losing it, though, as Vegas gets it. Shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Almost hit the ref. Corner. Wild able to push this out. Wild send this deep into the Golden Knight zone. Wild finishing their checks again here. Freddie Gaudreau getting a hit on as well. Freddie Gaudreau sending this back to the blue line. Can the Wild keep it? Yes, they do, and they send it back into the corner. Gaudreau with it. Gaudreau poking away at it. Gaudreau, Brazeau sends it on net. And Hill makes the save. Great shift by our Lord and Savior, Freddie Gaudreau. What's up, Kenny? My brother just moved to Denver. He said he has to get into hockey. It's a great hockey market there. Their college team, where one of the Wild's top prospects who just signed came from, as well as the Avalanche. Really, really good teams and have really, really good fan bases as well. Hope you're having a great night, Kenny. Hope you've had a great weekend. Cheers, sir. Hill's had a great game. Because, look, the Wild, they're not trailing much in points as well. And the chances that the Wild have got on net have been pretty good. Scary, for sure. But we do got Gus Bus. And, Gus has been good this game, not great by any means. If he can be great throughout the rest of the series, which goalies can rise to that occasion, and he's still young enough where he could maybe pop and hit that. Big if, but still. I am still confident with him, but yeah. He'll looking damn good tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter, Kenny Rips. Hope you had a great Easter, my man. 8:25. Shout out to Kenny. He's a big supporter of my second channel, The City Life, and stopping by here to say what's up is always awesome, so I appreciate it, sir. Shot by the Wild. Rebound. Doesn't get through. The Wild score. It didn't get through the left side, but it got through the right side. Wrap around, and the Wild make this a 1-goal game, ladies and gentlemen. And who's going to get it done but Matt freaking Boldy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Matt Boldy. Unbelievable. Oh, I thought he shot on that first side, deked out Aiden Hill there and got the wraparound. Boldy with the second of the night. Second of the night, able to squeak that one in on the right side. It ain't over, baby. Kaprizov just held on to pucks a little bit longer during that shift than he did on any other shift leading up to this. Opened up some space. That is huge. Goal, Boldy. I went to the beach today and worked on the beach and played poker on my phone. 3x my stack of cash on the beach and came home, studied for 6 hours. Finals, now getting ready for bed. What an Easter, Kenny Rips. Don't forget your peanut butter and crack sandwich before bed, and you're good to go. Maybe actually you'll end up staying all night after that. Staying up all night after that. So don't do that. Don't do that. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This just got interesting. The Wild still with some life here. Shot by Minnesota. Huge save by Hill. Wild looking for the rebound. They try to keep this in, but nobody at the blue line. We need a 22nd left in the game. Goal by Eck. 7 minutes and 16 seconds. I got Bogo with the next goal. How fucking hilarious would that be? And negating the ice. Oh, no, there's going to be an icing here by the Vegas Golden Knights. So this face-off will come way back in their zone. I'm making mushroom stew later. Going to make mushroom... Great job by Boldy. 2 goals on the night, ladies and gentlemen. 2 goals on the night. Kaprizov with 2 assists. Hartman with that one as well. Great stuff. All right. Face off to the right of Aiden Hill. 7:07 on the clock. Plenty of time. Wild win this face off, but puck is sent back around the boards, and Vegas going to send this all the way down the ice. Wild going to have to reset. Boldy playing the way I want him to finally. Dude, I'm telling you, he's an asset for this team. Still developing a little bit, but once he completely comes into his own, he's going to be fucking nasty. Man, that was a little dangerous there as the puck was, as we've seen. The puck was bouncing, and Aiden Hill was well out of his net. Vegas losing it at the blue line. Boldy. Back to the defenseman. Back to Brodin. Brodin waiting for Vegas to complete their change before they make their breakout. Puck up the ice, but unable to make that pass cleanly was Eriksson Ek. And Vegas with some speed. Vegas up the left side. Vegas backhand front of the net. And Gustafsson with the save. What the hell, defenseman? Where were you? Great save by Gustafsson. Needs some help. Hey, he can't do it alone. Yeah, Rossi been pretty shut down so far this first game. What a season, though, by Matt Boldy. I know he went through a little bit of a goalless drought, but he did register assists in that drought, and he also was made up for it in other areas, in my opinion. Other areas where we didn't quite see him succeed last year. Really played like the power forward that he's developing into this year. 73 points on the season, 27 goals. Played in every single game. Still under 25, man. This is the Boldy that can be a superstar. Well, I think Boldy's ceiling is probably like 80, 85 points, right? That's his ceiling, but like power forward, doesn't get that injured. Knock on wood. Floor, 60 points with some goalless droughts, but still 27, or let's say, 27 to let's say 37 goals. He's too small, been saying all year. Rossi, it's going to be interesting to see in the playoffs because in the regular season, he can make up for it, but in the playoffs, perhaps not. I don't think 100 plus. I hope I'm proven wrong. My ceiling for Boldy is probably like 85 points. Not that I'm saying 100 isn't like out of the realm of possibility, but I think, even pushing 90, 95 would be tough. But But I mean, shoot, he puts up a 40 goal season, and you never know. I agree, Rossi's too small. I just don't think he's been playing too small this year. Now, does he go to the dirty areas always? No, but I feel like when he's been challenged, it's not like he's just completely knocked off the puck, right? And he doesn't put himself in situations to be hit much either. If Boldy plays this way, full out for every game, he can be 100-point player. We had our first boxing event in Rockford, Illinois for WBA boxing. Did you go live and watch it? Sean, by the way, another big hockey fan. Sean's so hardcore of a hockey fan, he follows the SPHL, right? Whereas Peoria Rivermen were just knocked out of the playoffs. He's a Chicago fan, though, so boo! 20 minutes of ice time for Boldy already, and it's paying dividends for the Wild right now. 61 people in the live chat, by the way, guys. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Wild win the faceoff left of Philip Gustafson. They need one more goal to tie this up, ladies and gentlemen. 550. Middleton trying to get this out as he sends it up the left side. SPHL Peoria Rivermen, NHL Blackhawks. Puck on net. No, that bounces up over, and Vegas drops that puck back. Battling in the corner. Foligno. Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends it up the right side. Wild unable to get that puck into Vegas zone, and here comes Vegas over there, blue line. Vegas has a shot at center, doesn't get through. Puck bouncing. Fighting for it. Wild get it out. Wild have it in the neutral zone. Here's Kaprizov. Kaprizov waiting for reinforcements. Wild change. Looks like Kaprizov changes as well. Faber to Brodin. Back to Faber. Back to Brodin. Brodin up the left side. And we're going to have a whistle as the Wild enter the zone. This puck goes up and out of play. Oh, no. Kaprizov's still in the ice. Fucking John Cena and WWE letting him beat Ric Flair, heavyweight title champion. You know me, Sean. I could care less about fake fighting, my man. What blows my mind is you can gamble on like WWE and shit. Isn't it scripted? Like that sounds like collusion. Wild win the faceoff, but weren't able to keep the puck in the zone. And good forecheck here by Vegas. It's real, dude. At killing it in faceoff. He really is, man. Wild in the faceoffs here tonight, by the way. 34-25. And honestly, it's mostly due to Joel Eriksson-Ek. We're going to have another... Speaking of, we're going to have another face-off here, guys. Shit clock's ticking, Rick. Shit clock's ticking here, as I imagine the top line's going to get a hefty amount of minutes here. They do skate to the bench right now. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, ladies and gentlemen. It was real to me, damn it. Except for the fact that I have the winner already picked. Look, I respect the athletes, man. Like, what they do is insane, right? The injuries that these guys and gals amass. But it's just like... if I'm going to watch someone fight, I want to watch them fight. Like, I'd rather watch friggin' World Star Waffle House street fights than WrestleMania. Go Wild, my friend will win $200 if they win. Hey, go Russell Fitzgerald's friend. Wrestling is scripted. The moves and bumps they take can be real. No, 100%. As I said, like, respect to the athletes. Have no interest in watching it. 349. Wild trying to get this out of their zone. They lose it, and here comes Vegas. 2-on-2. Vegas. Nice move there. Vegas gets the backhand shot. Beautiful pad save by Gustafson. Dude, how stoked do you see Brian Kelleher in Ice Wars? 3 minutes and 32 seconds. I'm a huge combat sports fan, DCP. My second channel, I do this for various combat sports promotions. Muay Thai, MMA, the whole 9 yards. Yo, thank you, Kelly. I need under 5.5 this game. Love the energy. Kelly Allen with a $2 donation. Shout out to Kelly. Wild defending here. They get it back. Wild trying to get it out of their zone, and they do as they're changing. Shout out to Kelly Allen for the $2 donation.
That shit beautiful.
That shit is as beautiful as a motherfucker. Thank you so much. Sean, you should. You can. It's free to sign up. It's called the City Life Project. The logo's right there. I'll link it in the chat here in a sec, but we're getting down to brass tacks. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Here come the Vegas Golden Knights. Yeah, we streamed 12 hours straight yesterday of combat sports on the channel. 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Wild making another change. I mean, how much longer is Gustafson going to be in net here? As the clock clicks down. Yo, what's up, Darius? 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Here comes Faber. 2:08. And Vegas with a shot well out, or well offside, I should say. He's going to be called offside. Thank you again to Kelly Allen for the $2 donation. Really appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you, DCP Music. Yeah, check out. I don't only stream on that channel. I post vlogs, and there may or may not be a 420 special video dropping tomorrow. Just saying. Zeev and Brock on the ice. How cool is that? How cool is that? The future star pairing, we hope. I mean, doing whatever he can to get a goal here. 1 minute and 58 seconds on the clock. Vegas wins the faceoff. They send it back into the Wild zone. Vegas has had a tremendous forecheck throughout this entire game, by the way, guys. Here comes Minnesota. They dump it into the zone, fighting in the corner now, but Wild keep the puck in. Kaprizov trying to find Eck in the slot, but this puck goes down, all the way down, as Gustafson was seemingly skating towards the bench. The kids pairing. Gustafson skates to the bench here. Wild are going to be up a man. Empty net, 1 minute and 24 seconds on the clock. And this puck goes up and out of play, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a face-off in the Vegas zone. And the Wild are going to be up a man due to pulling their goalie. Here, we're down to brass tacks, ladies and gentlemen. 60 people in the live chat. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Almost 1,000 people across all platforms, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are watching on Twitter, X, or Facebook, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, coming over to the YouTube channel after and saying what's up. Rip under 5.5. 1 minute and 22 seconds. Yo, thank you guys. We just hit 2,200 subscribers. That is awesome. Hopefully by the end of the playoffs, we can hit 2,500. That is the goal. Let's go, baby. But we'll be streaming not only Wild games, other series as well, guys. Though we have an interest in the Minnesota Wild, given that we're all located in Minnesota, we all are just diehard hockey fans. And even though I'm the resident Canadian on this SotaPod network, the only Canadian team I really care about is the Canucks. Senators in Winnipeg, I'd be okay with them winning. But fuck Montreal, fuck the Maple Leafs, fuck Edmonton. 1 minute and 22 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Eriksson Ek, the man, the myth, the legend, out there with Kaprizov, Boldy. Only defenseman out there is Buyam. No friggin' way. Zeev and 5 forwards. I mean, they're trust, man. They're giving him a lot of trust here. Buyam with it as they win the faceoff. Buyam on the left side. Kaprizov in the corner. Kaprizov back to the left wall. Zuccarello back to Kaprizov. Kaprizov slot. Buyam to the right side. Boldy wasn't able to get that. And this puck's going to go back in the Minnesota zone. And Vegas wants the penalty. Oh, and they're going to get it. Boldy takes the penalty. Good night, Jim Kite. Bad pass. I think it was a smart play, but Boldy, I don't think Boldy thought it was coming. Nor was it right on the stick. Good play, as it was quick, and I don't think anyone expected the shot from center. But let's take a look at it here. Oh, it was deflected. I thought it just straight missed. I didn't see that it was straight picked off there. Understand the play, but yeah, too close with that Vegas player hovering right in front. Good read by Carlson too, yeah. One minute on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. And Vegas on the power play. Vegas fighting for it behind the net. The Wild need a miracle here, ladies and gentlemen. 52 seconds on the clock. Vegas with it. Blue line. Right side. Vegas in the corner. Deflected. Freddie Gaudreau. Left side. Wild send it in. Johansson trying to get in on the action. 32 seconds. Zuccarello keeps this puck in, but this ends up bouncing at center. 26 seconds on the clock. Brock Faber with it. Brock Faber sends it back. Vegas pressuring. Here comes the Wild. Kaprizov blows a tire and ends up falling down the center ice. 10 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. Wild dump it in, and that's all it is. 3-2 as predicted. I said 3-2 for the Wild, though, but 3-2 for Vegas was not what I had in mind. But good prediction there. Good prediction there. And you know what? Good game, man. Good game. 9 seconds left on the clock. This one is all but over, ladies and gentlemen. But what a great performance by both of these teams, and what a great start to the series. Nine seconds. Center ice. Yeah, you said 3-2 Vegas OT. A lot of us had the correct amount of goals, just different outcomes overall. And the Wild get the face-off, get the puck in the zone, but 3-2-1, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. The Vegas Golden Knights take game one in Las Vegas. A frustrated Zuccarello there. 3-2, only winning by 1 goal. The Wild certainly had their moments, but Vegas capitalized on the room they were able to make and the rope that the Wild gave them, even though it was a small little bit in this game. Nailed the prediction for sure. Should have known Vegas would sneak it out. I don't think that's going to count as a fourth. I will take 7 games like that. Let's fucking go NHL NBA parlay. Did the over come in? I don't think so. Right at the end. I said 4-3 Vegas. I predicted too many points. Hey, still a good game, man. Plenty of playoff hockey to go. Absolutely. There's still teams who are about to play their first game. Under 5.5. Let's go, Kelly, with the $2 donation. Kelly hitting us with the 2-piece again, ladies and gentlemen. $4 from Kelly throughout the stream. Let's freaking go. And a big shout out, as always, to Sean Crossgrove, who's been a member of this channel for as long as I can remember. Sean, you know what's crazy? I was checking out some of the Hockey Podcast Network's old streams that I was on, and because they were streaming today, so I went back and watched some of the old, or like sifted through some of the old Wild streams. Not to watch myself, but just to look at my beautiful old studio. And there you were, Sean Cosgrove, 6 years ago, commenting in the stream. So thank you for all the support. Kelly, thank you so much for the 4-piece. Appreciate it. I don't think they did. Oh no, it does count. I didn't think it counted. They showed the final on screen 3-2, but I guess they just adjusted it. Damn. Okay. Well, thank you anyways for the $2. Wow. With literally like 0.1 seconds left. Literally with 0.1 seconds left. My God. That sucks. That sucks. Oh, man. Well, to wrap things up here, we're going to bring on the state of hockey, ladies and gentlemen, before we hang up the skates here tonight. But keep the comments coming here. If you guys got anything you want to vent about, any predictions for the next game, predictions for the rest of the series, given how they played, now is the time to get those in, as we'll bring in Hoppy here. How's it going?
Is it bad that I didn't want it to go to overtime for personal
I mean, I'm not
well-being?
gonna lie, I'm pretty tired as well.
Let's be real. If they went to overtime, I would be fucking jacked right now, and I would never say what I just said. But I'm just yeah, I actually get to go to bed here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I went to bed at
overtime. We'd probably lose. Just the way the game was going, this wasn't our night, and to lose in that close of a game on a night that wasn't our night, I'll take it.
Yeah. So that last goal counted, yes, with 0.1 second.
Dude, that's going to be very controversial.
Well, poor Kelly. Poor Kelly was celebrating,
closer.
Sent us a $2 donation, and then it changed right after. Sportsnet did say final 3-2, and then suddenly this changed on Flash Score here, and I was like, uh-oh. That's a good question. Will Zeev play game 2? That's a good question.
Under matters, but the puck line also very relevant. And being that this is a Vegas team, people are in Vegas for the game. Probably a lot of bets, and there's going to be a lot of controversy around it.
True. Will Zeev play game 2?
It'd be ridiculous if he didn't.
That's what Anthony says. Overall thoughts on
I'm not
Zeev?
saying his question is ridiculous. I'm just saying if they chose not to based on this game, that'd be kind of weird. That spot at the end where Boldy was forced to take a penalty, and if anyone criticizes him for the penalty, they're dumb. That was a very good penalty to take because that would have iced the game. Bad pass by Zeev on that play, which whatever. He's going to learn, come back, be good. It's funny because the first power play, or I guess only power, whatever we want to call it, he was coming up ice. I'm like, oh shit, he is getting boxed. He is stuck. He is so screwed. And he was actually very just calm and poised and worked through those two guys. And it ended up being his own entry that it wasn't clean and he wasn't the one that orchestrated it. But I was actually very, very pleased that he worked through that the way he did. Yeah.
No, I thought there were some ups and downs in that game, but for the most part, felt like he belonged. And I mean, he got looks by the coach throughout the game. I was surprised to see him as the only defenseman out there at the end. I was like, oh, Brock's not out there, Spurgeon's not out there. Okay, all right, let's see what the kid has. Zeev held onto the puck under pressure. Great sign. Eric asking, will Zeev play with Brock in game 2, Hoppy?
No, he will not. There's no way. Zeev's going to do exactly what he did this game. They're going to absolutely shelter his and Bogosian's minutes. He is going to now the jitters are gone. He got his first game out of his way, did his rookie lap. Was he a standout? No. But did he do anything to take him out of the lineup? No. And my biggest thing for him is he's the only guy that can quarterback the power play. Regardless of what happened this game, you need him if the power play is going to have any kind of, I don't even know. He's the only guy that can work the top and actually move the puck.
Yeah. I know Razim, they traded the wrong Russian. They should have kept Kuznetsov and traded Kaprizov instead.
Zeev showed me 0 to say that he should be moved up the lineup by any stretch. And that's not a shot against him. The kid's fucking 19 and has never played an NHL game.
I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with what I saw.
Yeah. Johansson, awesome.
Dude, what a game. I always knew he was quick, but it just seems like he's just on the Russian gas right now with how fast he's been moving the last let's be honest, 20 games.
They don't give Swedes the Russian gas.
Yeah, I'm even thinking of Swedish fighters aren't even on the
He probably had a quick sauna and cold plunge.
There you go. Yeah. Needs a sauna. No. Shout out to Excelsior Sauna, by the way, locally here in Minnesota.
No, I don't know. Hard to take anything too crazy out of this game. For a game that I felt I won't say Vegas controlled, but I will say
they never
Wild never
trailed.
controlled.
You know what I mean? Like there never was a moment where it was like, I know, like literally on the goal sheet they didn't, but like it didn't seem like they ever were like playing behind. It was either like the teams were head to head or Vegas was pushing the pace or capitalizing on the Wild's mistakes.
Pushing the pace for sure. There were moments that Vegas took over, but it was never like extended. Like it was maybe a 4-minute stretch,
and the Wild bounced back in respect, especially after giving up that second one in the third.
And a 4-minute stretch can definitely be enough to change the momentum of a game, but it's not like Vegas took over a period, right?
Well,
like that's when a game completely gets turned on its head, is when like one team dominates for that 20-minute stretch. The biggest thing, like, and again, it's one thing, it's a mistake, whatever. That third goal, Gustafson's got to have.
That was another thing too. Gustafson didn't have a bad game, didn't have a great game, and we need great games from him.
But I think he comes back sharper, and I don't see Gustafson playing worse, assuming that the team plays similarly in front of him or better, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to take too much out of this. Like we said, it chess match kind of throughout the game. I feel a lot better than I did coming in, if I'm being honest. I'm not sitting here saying, oh yeah, Vegas is ripe for the picking, but I really thought I'd see a little bit more from them in this game. And that's not even saying like I thought they would blow out the Wild. There wasn't as much of a push from them. It was a lot more calculated, and maybe that's just what the game plan was coming in. They're like, hey, let's do what we can to grind through this game, and then game 2 we come out and we just blow them. But I don't know. I think this has every bit of a 6 or 7 game series written on it.
Yeah, I mean 60 or 54 hits from the Wild too, right? So like I said, there just wasn't a lot of room either for Vegas to do what they usually do. And let's give credit where credit's due to Hill as well. He had a great game. Yeah.
He can't spell his first name correctly, but like well, I mean, he was solid, and again, it's one game, and I'm not going to erase however long the criticism's been running, but like one game in, Matt Boldy's doing it.
I was waiting for Sean to catch that one.
I like immediately when I said it, I'm like, I hope Cosgrove isn't still here, because that's exactly where my head went. I'm like, that didn't come out right.
There's no way they can continue that level of hits. So I think they will. I mean, maybe not 60 a game, but I don't think they're going to go under 40.
But you don't want to.
I just feel like, I mean, some of those weren't just like
stat ever, because having more hits is indicative of you don't have the puck. Like,
I just mean finishing their checks overall. Like, not all of those were just like, I'm trying to separate the man for the puck. Some of those were just like, again, finishing their checks. And I'm glad that everybody did.
Point from Vigo too.
Like, so the first period, he wasn't. Second and third, he disappeared.
But I also think that sometimes that is part of his game, is like you don't notice him as much because
silent
of
killer.
Like, what he does defensively. But like that is a big thing to watch going into game 2. Like Eichel could come in and just be like, all right, boys, look out. I'm here.
Oh,
because he is that good.
Ovechkin is 4th all time in hits. Checkmate.
Sure. I don't know how to rebuttal that, but
I would say overall, just despite the loss, like I'm happy with what I saw. It gives me more confidence that this game is going to go further than a lot of people, like I was telling you and Z in the second intermission. We're saying so many people had the Wild just down and out, and even if this only goes 5 or 6 games, but every game is close. Like again, it's going to suck, but at least it hopefully will shut up some of the doubters who completely wrote off this team because of just them treading water, injury riddled at the end of the season.
And it's weird to like think this far ahead already, but you've seen a lot of series where like a team goes home down 2-0, but like they got rocked, you know, even if game 2 goes as badly as possible, you can go back to this game and still say, like, hey, this is a team we can play with, because Vegas was not bad. Again, there were spots where some guys fell to the background a little bit, but like these are the kind of games we can probably expect. And if you can, even if you're going home 2-0, you gotta feel okay going back and having first change, which makes a huge difference for getting Kaprizov space and getting him away from that Eichel-Stone pairing. Thank you so much, Brandon. I
Vegas
hate those
jerseys look like my
jerseys
grandma's
so
basement.
goddamn much. They are the worst.
Our friend Denial was also
which is
talking about
crazy.
these. He said it looks like some made-up team that would go to video game, but I guess that's what you get for the expansion teams.
No, dude. Like, those are the. I actually liked Vegas's black jerseys.
They're okay.
I hate the mustard.
I like Henderson's jerseys.
What do we need to see from Rossi in game 2? That's a very fair question. And I don't even know if I'm prepared to answer
Something,
it.
anything. We didn't see anything from him tonight.
I don't think that's fair. I think that's like, he had chances. He had moments. Like, there was one spot where I'm like, this is Rossi's spot. He's scoring here and didn't score, but like, it's tough with his size, right?
That's what the chat was saying too.
Physically engaged, right?
Well, that's the thing. And based on the tone that was set tonight, it's like, okay, let's see if he can play this type of game. Because in the regular season, you can get away with playing, two-way, but not necessarily tough. Playoffs is different.
Well, and for me too, I just like, we know it's not like out there super publicly, but like, we know that he is John Hines' punching bag. He's not going to hold back after this game. He's gonna, borderline call Rossi a coward and like challenge his manhood going into game 2. We're gonna figure out, is he gonna shy away from it or is he gonna step up to it? And I don't hate, and I'm not saying this top to bottom, especially because I spent like 8 minutes of the first period watching Peyton Manning in his Tennessee days, but like largely Marco Rossi was playing his game and he was in the right places. He just like was missing that 1 inch of like that next edge of being involved in the play physically, getting in there and doing his thing. And some of it, yeah, maybe he could have done more, but some of it's also just like, hey, what's going on around him? Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Nyquist and Foligno were doing great and Rossi's what held them back. Like, the one good chance he got, he was out on the ice with Kaprizov. Weird how that works.
Yeah.
So
I thought we were going to see a second wild player with a freaking ruptured testicle after Foligno went balls into the freaking post there. I was like, did he hurt his leg? Did he hurt his knee? And I was like, oh, nope. Family jewels. Speaking of, I didn't even mean to set up this segment. Speaking of the other player, speaking of ruptured testicles, Zuccarello, what a game he played tonight. Holy fuck, did he play like he's in playoff mode, wires crossed, just...
Dude. Did be real? Did you think he died on that hit where he like went flat back into the boards?
I thought he was okay because
he bounced right up.
Yeah, that like I didn't have enough time.
I'm saying the second before he got up, I'm like,
I didn't have enough time to doubt it.
Okay,
it happened so fast.
All right,
he looked awesome. He looked like, and even at the end of the game, I thought he was going to break his stick. He was so mad about losing. He's so mad that puck went in the net at the end there. So I love that he's playing with some fucking fire.
What did we learn from the latest podcast with Russo and LaPanta, besides the fact that Rossi needs to take a 5x5, which, hey, based on tonight, maybe he does. But Zuccarello doesn't like post-game availability if the team wins. He wants to talk if they lose so he can vent. I really, really hope he's available because I want his perspective on what happened because, like, this guy's been around a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what's up. He knows what the team's missing to get over the hump. And again, I don't think it's like we're crazy outmatched or this is a game that we got dominated. Did we ever dominate? No. But we didn't get dominated that often.
Yeah.
So I feel okay. Yeah. I'm with you. I'm curious to see if they line juggle at this point. Like,
I think there'll be
Hines is the
some
kind of guy that
adjustments.
does get a little trigger happy with that kind of stuff, but also that's kind of bit him in the ass in the past. I would like to see Gus and Zook. What was it? I would like to see Gus.
Let's see Gus and Zook switch places to give Rossi a bit of help. He's just
honestly, dude, Zuccarello, Foligno, and Rossi would not be awful. But it's just tough to break up. Like, did they do anything crazy tonight as a line? No, but I like the way that Goudreau, Zuccarello, and Johansson all played individually, right?
Yeah, Goudreau played well too. Yeah, Goudreau
I'm just
played well
not
too.
sure the line as a whole. Maybe that is a back to Vigo's point. Maybe a line juggle is necessary because those three are all going, but the line didn't generate a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. It was like, yeah, no, that's a good point because it was Freddie Goudreau did a great job like in the corners, freeing up pucks, getting the pucks back to like whoever was on the wall or on the blue line. And then same thing that went for Johansson. He did a great job getting right to the net, speeding through everyone, getting open behind the net, but like they didn't get any really good chances off at all.
Like all of those guys individually could spark a different line. I'd have to think on a little bit more to think like where do you want to place each of them to like properly make that jolt without like messing any of the other lines up necessarily. But it's a weird spot where like all of the individuals were good. I don't think the line was necessarily good.
Yeah. No,
it's rare that you have that.
I hear you. Last one here, guys, or last call, I guess, for questions and thoughts here before we wrap things up. What do you think of Hartman tonight, Hoppy?
I think that he shouldn't have headbutted that guy's stick so aggressively. Like, what a ridiculous no call.
I
understand swallowing the whistles and like, hey, it's playoff hockey.
No, but that was the one exception. That was the one exception because that was just straight to the head. And like the only, and this is like as far devil's advocate as I can get, was like there was some momentum to the hit where like maybe he was going for the chest and Hartman like literally was like he was moving at the same time, right? So like that, but that's it, and that is reaching. I
don't know. It's weird though, coming out of a game like this where I know fans, at least on social media, aren't super happy. Like I'm pretty okay with how it landed. Obviously, you want to get
fans of the team aren't going to be happy when they lose. I get it. Like,
right. And I'm not going to tell anyone to feel differently. I'm just saying, like, I feel pretty okay going to game 2, and it's a weird spot where, like, even if something flips, bad game, they come out and dummy us, this game gives me a pillar to lean back on and feel okay going to game 3. Now, if game 2 and 3 we get steamrolled, all bets are off. Fans, go ahead and burn things, break things. I get it.
No, don't. I've lived through that. Don't do it.
No one's going to go as far as Vancouver. Let's be real.
Like the X needs renovations anyways. Just start ripping shit off of it. I'm hyped for game 2. We can win on the road. And last thing, what beer should people buy for game 2? Hoppy, I've been talking up the Sky Crasher here.
The what?
I know Back Channel's not sponsoring this segment, but the Sky Crasher West Coast IPA, brand new beer from Back Channel. It is awesome.
Haven't had it, haven't heard of it. You know, I'm not a West Coast guy, but if it's Back Channel, I support it.
It's not as piney and doesn't have as much bite as like the West Coast IPAs that I like. I would say it's closer to Tourney Flow than on the hoppier side. So I have 2 more left. So I'll definitely save one for you. But I think that you were just distributed. It was just canned a couple weeks ago, just distributed around the city. So if your local liquor store carries Back Channel regularly, you should be seeing it on the shelf soon.
I feel like Back Channel doesn't get proper representation as far as distro is concerned either. Like if you want good Back Channel stuff, you got to go out there and grab it from them.
They're not everywhere, but like I said, that's what I'm saying. If they are there in their liquor store, I imagine these ones will be there as well.
I mean, listen,
and by the way, their collaboration with 9 Mile that they did recently, their dark Czech lager, so good.
Dark Czech lagers get slept on. They're good.
Yeah.
So everyone knows how I feel about like some of the breweries that I support. Pine beer, exactly. Oh, yep.
There we go.
Stinson, get it. For me, honestly, game 2 with how late it is and where people might be emotionally, I might not say beer. I might say go whiskey. And I know Vigo is probably the better one to suggest on that too, because I love my good allocated whatever whiskeys. I haven't been on the game lately where I've found good ones. I honestly go fake allocation, and I go with the best bang for your buck in my mind for the ones that aren't allocated, which would be the Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel for like $45-ish when you go to Total Wine. Otherwise, go check out some of our favorites being Barrel Theory, Back Channel, Lupulin to get like these stronger dark beers, like get me a good barrel-aged stout. Otherwise, people that are in the metro at all, like Loose Line has had a really good spread out lately. Very easy. Oh, there we go. Stinson. Are they selling it for the same price there, Vigo? What are they listed at? Let the people know. But I would say 9 Mile, Loose Line, also very good options if you're just looking for like a wide array. I don't know if either of them have much for like the strong beers, but good spreads, wide variety for the people that maybe aren't into the same beers that I like.
There you go. Liftbridge mini donut cream soda for those who don't drink.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not gonna lie, I started off this
mini donut cream soda variant. Oops.
I started off with the coffee. Kelly went from donating to us to not happy with us because didn't notice that the goal changed there. It was like, I was relying on you. But I will say, Kelly, if you didn't see the comment, in fairness, the final score on literally like the screen on Sportsnet, what I was watching, said 3-2 because it was 0.1 seconds left upon review. They changed it at the end. So this is going to cause controversy in Vegas.
Give Kelly the money back.
Kelly, hook me up with your PayPal. We'll send you back your money. Yeah,
that's very reasonable. As long as you come back and keep on tuning in.
There you go. You can get it at like the club or at Cub. I was gonna say at the club, Hy-Vee, and some other places. Hella good. Hordoc's watching from the club right now.
In the club,
sipping on some mini donut cream soda. All right, guys.
It's weird. Like usually postseason, the Wild lose a game like this, and like the sky's falling. Like I'm actually feeling pretty okay.
Yeah.
Now game 2, I'm not gonna like sky won't be falling, and even if the Wild come out and torch, like I'm not gonna waver too much. It's a combination of game 2 and game 3 that's gonna tell me quite a bit. And if either team dominates both, then Brandon, Jesus.
Fuck bagged milk in Ontario. They're so whack, dude.
Milk is a bad choice. Hot takes on milk. I learned growing up, my family was always like the 1% and skim family. Fuck that noise. Whole milk, not only does it taste better, but it's like legitimately better for you. Especially, I don't remember what the brand is that we're on, but like for our kid who's like well beyond breast milk and formula, we give him milk couple times, and there's like a grass-fed whole milk something. It's like $6 for a carton. It's not that bad. Delicious, nutritious. That's my milk move. And the best use for milk?
The udder.
No. What? The udder is how you get the milk. It's not the use.
Straight from the udder, baby.
The dude
Sorry, keep going.
The dude abides. White Russian, right. Baby. So good.
So at least 12. The milk eats grass.
Cow that makes the milk.
I feel totally okay. Wild didn't get run physically, didn't take tons of weird penalties. Goaltending was okay. They had some possession. Time to roll the dice again. Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, I wouldn't make any crazy changes. I think a couple of line shifts at the forward group, like good with it. If they change anything on the blue line, I will be very surprised.
Absolutely.
But nope, I'm more positive coming out. Like if you just told me like Wild lost 4-2, I'd be like, I don't know. But I feel pretty okay with how things rolled out.
I feel better with 3-2, and so does Kelly, but it is what it is.
I'm still not convinced that was it.
Oh, Kelly with the fun. What, dude? Kelly, I just said give me your PayPal so I can send you both of them back. I didn't see anything still. I thought you guys just had the wrong score up the whole time. It's all good. I'll be back. Thanks again for clarifying. Well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. No, Kelly, 0.1 seconds left. That's why Zuccarello was so pissed off at the end.
But it was 0.1 before it went across, 0.0 after. And like they didn't have a good video spot where you could see like when it's at the line, is it 0 or 1?
And that's what I said. I was watching on on Sportsnet, so Canada's feed,
sketchy.
and they ended the broadcast and went to like the panel with 3-2 the final, and then
you know what, Kelly?
But Kelly, you didn't have to give us $5. You could have just freaking commented.
But hang on, by tomorrow, Kelly, it's entirely possible that like that's the kind of one, again, because Vegas is playing, it's in Vegas. There could be a lot of bets on this game, and if there is enough outrage about it, like they care way more about people continuing to bet. That might be one that they just call a wash and refund both sides of it. Or pay out the one that they went with, and then the ones that lost refund, because there's no way it's enough money that it really impacts their pocketbook that much. And it is a very questionable decision. It's like I could see tomorrow people waking up, and if they lost that over under 5.5, you might just have that one voided and refunded.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, or definitely by Tuesday. But appreciate it, Kelly. Thank you for supporting the channel. And you did not have to donate. We don't expect you guys to donate. We expect you guys, though, to smash that like button and subscribe if you dug the stream. Back on Tuesday, but Hoppy and Z will be back on Monday or tomorrow. Jeez. I guess it is Monday today, as it's 1 a.m. Eastern right now, 12:16 for us here in Minnesota. Yeah. So we're going to hang up the skates here, get some shut-eye. Wild have 1 day to recoup, and then back Tuesday for Game 2, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you to everyone who supported. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Join Hoppy and Z tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern, for some Judd's Buds. More breakdown of this game, prospects and NHL talk, playoff talk. And then, Tuesday back with this watch party. So thank you guys again. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you tomorrow and then again on Tuesday. Good night, everybody. Peace.